1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3. Hang on, let me adjust this. God damn, that was bright as hell. Now it's a little too dark. Hang on. Happy medium, that'll do. It's good enough. Listen, you guys don't need to worry about seeing me at all. Seeing me is probably to the detriment of this entire stream. So the less you see of me, the better. Matter of fact, I should just turn off all the lights in the camera. But people tell me that they prefer to watch YouTube channels where you actually see the person. So, in a bit of a bind. So I'll do what I can. Welcome to the stream, or welcome back to the stream. I'm your host, Michael D. Nicola. I make silly little doodles for your pleasure, or displeasure, while I chat in voice chat with my friends. So, as always, I'd like to thank my patrons. I'd like to thank each and every one of my patrons for being so supportive and kind and just awesome overall. Thank you guys, thank you. I also like to show you what I'm working on, or the most recent thing that I was working on before I... Oh man, yesterday I was working on this, and it was fun. But in hindsight, I realized I streamed for about 3 hours yesterday. And if we could speed this up, boop, 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 boop. I was able to get to a place that, I was able to get into a decent enough place, but I wasn't able to finish it to my liking. You know, this is, it's okay. I definitely need to do more. I definitely got to tweak those colors a little bit. It's not as vibrant and as red. It's not as overly saturated and red as the camera that you see here, but you know. Anyway, so this is what I was working on yesterday. I've been super lazy when it comes to drawing and posting my art online the last week. I just haven't been able to muster up the spirit to post, which is dumb. You know, that's the thing when you basically work at your own pace, right? You're only beholden to yourself and your audience, and even then, it's still at your own call. So, you know, nobody here is forcing me to do anything that I don't want to do. So I make all the rules. And when you're your own boss, you know, you should actually be your own boss rather than just fucking around. Hey Pink, how are you? How are you, Pink? Yeah, Pink, I was just telling, well, anybody who will eventually find this video in the archives long after I'm gone. I have energy for once today, so I'm good. Pink, are you breastfeeding? Am I allowed to ask that question? If I'm not, you can feel free to tell me. Hey, you're not allowed to ask. You're not allowed to ask that. Shit, did something just... Oh, goddamn, did another plant fall down in there? Shit, I think a plant fell down in the other room. I think the wind knocked one over earlier, and I thought, let me put this here. 1 sec, I'll be right back. Oh, hey, what's up? You're not breastfeeding. Oh, wait, so, did you run into those formula problems that I was hearing so much about on the news? You know, there was a week there where it was just like, babies can't eat. Thanks a lot, Joe Biden. You old dick. Our babies are starving. Because that sucks, man. Wait, so were people hoarding it like they were with the toilet paper? Was it one of those things? Apparently people forget Dollar General Supplies formula. So, oh shit. Look at you, clever, thinking outside the box. You know, that was the same thing with toilet paper here. I live close enough to the suburbs that most people go to Target or like TJ Maxx or what was it, Kohl's. So those places were all sold out, right? That and like CVS and like Rite Aid and all that kind of, like, all those places were also like gone. But I'm not so far away from like the more urban areas that we do have corner stores and bodegas and stuff. And people definitely weren't thinking to go to the corner Korean spot or corner Dominican spot for some toilet paper because they had. There was a stupid TikTok challenge where people were eating raw baby formula. I missed that challenge. Well, I had also heard that a bunch of the baby formula was contaminated with some bad like bacteria and stuff. Yeah, I'd heard a month or so ago. I had read somewhere that they had recalled a shit ton of baby formula because it was no good, man. It was a bunch of babies got sick, and I think 1 or 2 babies died. Which, can you fucking imagine, man? You know, you try to get pregnant, and then you finally get pregnant, and then, geez, man. Pregnant for 9 months, everybody's excited, you give it a goddamn name, you're feeding the fucking thing, and then just dead. Fuck me, man. Goddamn, dude. That's that kind of shit that creates a supervillain. Actually, that is part of Joker's origin story. The Killing Joke. Kind of based on that, like, one bad day can turn you into a fucking animal. The Joker's wife is gunned down. Spoiler alert for a 50-year-old comic book. The Joker's wife is gunned down, I believe. And she's pregnant at the time. Bacteria in one and metal shards and glass in the other. Hey, Bale, what are you doing still awake? Baby! What are you still doing awake? Sucker. You little suck face. I think they're making a Batman One Bad Day book. Will it be good or will it be shit? Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. I can't breastfeed because my hormones are fucked. Oh no. Wow. Dude, pregnancy is so fucking crazy to me, dude. Like what your body goes through in order to pump out one of those little fuckers. Like even what you just said here, you can't breastfeed because your hormones are fucked. You produce so much male hormones that, so like, what? So like if you'd given your baby, if you breastfed your baby, it would have been like you're giving your baby TRT. You would have given birth to a swole ass baby. Baby would have been jacked. That baby would have been fucking yoked. Full fucking six pack. I'm sweating my balls off, that's what. Wait, what do you... Oh, how hot is it over there? Alexa, what's today's temperature in Celsius?
Right now, it's 21 degrees Celsius.
It's 20...
Tonight, expect a low of 20 degrees.
It's 21 degrees Celsius right now, baby. King and bitch Gerard. God, dude. Dude, Mitch Gerard, he copies. Mitch Gerard traces shit, dude. He traces pictures. He traces 3D models and stuff. I don't know if he still does, but I was almost certain that's what he was doing for a long time. My question is, what... I mean, listen, dude, this is... I mean, it makes sense. Bale, if you're digging comic books right now, I'm not saying you are, but if you're the kind of person who is, then yeah, man, Tom King is your man. Tom King's your boy. I actually read a few Tom King panels from a Superman comic book, Superman Batman comic book that was actually pretty good. Neither one of them were crying. But it was actually, actually, I think I posted them in the Discord. I like the way it was written. But my overall point is, if you're a fan of modern comics, if you don't have any issue with modern Marvel or DC, and, you know, Mitch Gerard came off the, you know, he's relatively recently off that, right, God, what the fuck did he make? He made that, what was it, Miracle Man? Book that people loved. So he's coming off of that. People seem to love Tom King, at least that group of people that like modern comic books. They dig that dude. So yeah, no, that's to people who love modern comics, that's a match made in heaven. I dig comics. Well, you dig old school comics for the most part. Like that's your taste, right? That's your taste, that's your sensibility. Modern comic books, especially modern Marvel and DC comic books, not your bag. But you know, listen, there's definitely a group of people out there who they're fucking digging. They're digging what they're putting down. Now, it's not a lot of people. It's not a lot of people, and it's definitely not the old fans. But you know, listen, they write and draw for that Tumblr crowd now, and that Tumblr now they don't pay for it. You know, they don't pay for it. I'm sure they find other ways to get it. But I'm sure a bunch of them will love reading this book. Bill, you hear me?
I'm here. Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
How late is it where you're at right now, Daddy?
It's 1 a.m.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad. I need to be up at 8, but I can survive.
What do you gotta be up for? Oh, working out?
No, I just gotta get a new...
Retainer?
I bought was a tank of propane.
Propane?
Cause this is an old building and it doesn't have like built-in gas lines, so we use propane for like cooking.
Oh my God! Wait, and you guys have to pay for that out of pocket?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude! I think our gas is included for free, if I remember correctly. I believe. Is it? I think
That's
so.
a good deal.
No,
When
it's
I
not
was
the gas.
looking at like
We pay for the gas. We don't pay for
electricity.
water.
Oh, that's actually better, I think.
Yeah, we don't pay for water in New York City apartments, but we do. Or yeah, we do pay for gas. We don't pay for heating. I don't believe. We do pay for
Pay for
electricity,
everything here.
but yeah, water is on the house.
In a few of the, more because this is an old building. In a few of the more modern apartments I was looking at in Valencia while I was trying to move out there, very often your internet, your gas, and your electricity is included in the rent, and you only pay the water.
Oh, I see. All right.
Which was a sweet deal, but old buildings and shit.
I don't pay for water here, but I do pay for gas and electric. Are you, Pinky? You're also in an apartment. Also, you're in the Northeast. It's so funny. Are you? I always forget. I always think you're in Rhode Island, but I think you're in Connecticut, right? God, Pink, I always forget where you are. I know you're up in the Northeast somewhere. Bill, did you know it's all right, there it is. You are in Connecticut. Is Connecticut's part of the tri-state area, right? But which is what? New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, I believe. But you know what's weird? We're so close to, but we're not considered part. We are considered part of the Northeast, but we're not considered part of New England. Isn't that strange?
What is this? Some Star Wars bullshit?
Yeah.
You have the strength of New England, but we don't give you the right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're in the council. But we're not considered part of New England. But like, listen. All right, yeah. So we're not Rhode Island. We're not Rhode Island and Massachusetts and whatever other states make up the New England TM. But I'm like, a lot of the northeastern sensibilities. A lot of the northeastern America has got very similar sensibilities overall, compared to the rest of the country, compared to the Midwest, compared to the Southwest, compared to the lunatics in California, or those hillbillies in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama.
I thought that was a tri-state area.
I mean, he has a trifecta of lunacy. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so like, if I were to hang out with somebody from Rhode Island or Boston, like I feel like a New Yorker and a Bostonian will definitely fucking get along.
Yeah, I think you can find very similar phenomena in every country because it's very similar with, let's say, Bulgaria. There are like a few regions where the sensibilities are pretty similar, and you can pick two people out of the furthest corners of that region, and they'd still get along. But if you pick someone from, let's say, where I'm from, the Northwest, with someone from, like the pansiest fuckers in the country, let's say the Southeast, like it's like completely different people that are probably not from the same country.
That's so funny. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing that we're still a union somehow.
I know, right? I mean, it's only because the government said so.
I mean that, and we're still so young. Like as a nation, like there are bars in England that are older than our entire country.
Yeah.
So we're babies. So we don't know any better. Like I get why everybody hates each other in Europe. Because, they've been warring with each other. Especially
sometimes literally for thousands
of years, right? I mean, especially you take like the Turks and the Greeks. It's like you're literally in the history books.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and us. They don't mention us, but we've been there since the end of the 7th century. We've been fighting with the Greeks for like centuries, and then the Ottomans came in, and that was a whole thing.
Yeah. So yeah, you've been in the mix since history. Meanwhile, the history that was on the North American continent is erased. Like they had a rich history too. By the way, if anybody was curious, in Central and South America, and actually they may even think in North America, vast cities, cities in North. They say some North American cities. They said before the massive genocide of the native population of the Americas, specifically North America, there were millions of indigenous people here, and the number of people here was comparable to the amount of people in Europe. Very similar. That's the amount of people that were hanging out over here before the disease. So
the colonizers already did a thing.
Well, here's the thing with the colonizers, you know, you hear about the colonizers and you're like, oh man, they just fucking, you know, they just wiped the floor with these natives. And that's partially true for sure, but the vast majority of deaths of indigenous were due to the disease. It was...
Oh yeah, I mean, it's pathogens that are not native to the continent, let alone the region.
So what ended up happening is those very first settlers, man, we're talking about those fucking buckle-shoes pilgrims that show up long before, like, we're talking about first wave settlers. Like, they show up here and they describe North America as being teeming with people. Fast forward a couple hundred years, and but now imagine in your nation never having things like, I don't know, we'll make up some modern diseases, AIDS, monkeypox, COVID X22, you know, like, imagine, you know, the plague. Imagine your country has got none of these things, and then all at once, bam, the entire continent is hit with fucking disease, dude. So by the time the second and third wave settlers show up, the continent feels like it's barren and it's bare. And because technically a city that would have housed 1 million people has, in the last couple hundred years, been completely fucking decimated by foreign disease. And it's got nothing to do with the, like, yes, the colonizers introduced it, but it spread out. It spread.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Like,
I'm not sure if it was on purpose, because I don't know what the knowledge was back then. Like, were people conscious that, hey, we may bring disease that these people have never seen and their biology just literally can't fight off?
They may have at a later date when they were trying to when they were actively warring and trying to conquer territories, but not those first dickheads. Not those first schmucks.
Start, the turkey hunters and whatnot. I don't think they knew about it. They were just like, hey, we like it here. We want to be friends.
Yeah.
Take a look at our cool blankets. Have some blankets. It's cold. And
yeah.
then the natives were like, hey, look at what the white gave me. You want to try it out for a night?
And just like
when
that.
you pass that one blanket around, the whole neighborhood is gone in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, no. You know, listen, man, these are... To say they're primitive is insulting, but, you know, if we're being honest, dudes, the pilgrims were just as primitive, just differently. I mean, they didn't know about microbes. They didn't know about viruses and bacteria and, having antibodies, for diseases that you never heard of. God knows what the fuck they thought was happening. But yeah, man, dude, you and I right now are probably filled with fucking disease. You know, like if we met a group of people that hadn't been exposed to things like a flu or cough or any of the normal shit that you might get,
or chicken pox or smallpox,
right? Polio. You know, God knows what kind of, like you take the average person, God knows what kind of weird antibodies and shit you just have stewing in you. You show up and you God forbid you get a cold and you sneeze on somebody who's never fucking had that shit, and next thing you know, a fucking entire race of people is just wiped off of the face of the earth because you fucking sneezed.
Yeah. And it's the same when, let's say, people from Europe go into Africa, that they have to take a whole bunch of shots because of the disease running around there.
Yo, yeah, hell yeah, dude.
To Europe.
Hell yeah, man.
And it's the same idiots who are bringing back the monkeypox home. Because only a fucking Western European retard is gonna go like, hey, instead of me visiting Italy or Japan or someplace, I'm gonna go to the fucking safari where, animal and disease runs rampant.
We're gonna go to the Congo, baby. I'm going to the place where that guy had sex with the AIDS monkey. And I'm
gonna go to the place where they make the blood diamonds and, the electric car components and, your Apple watches and whatnot.
Yeah, right.
And I'm gonna take a stroll in the lakes near that mine.
Don't get me wrong. Listen, that continent is incredible, right? There's some just breathtaking areas of that entire place, and by the way, the continent is fucking enormous. Like it's like you could fit like, I think, like you could fit like America and Europe in there. You could fit like America, Europe, and Australia and Africa. Like it's ridiculously enormous. But my God, man, dude, that place is. It'd be like me saying like, oh, you know what? Oh, posture check. I'll posture check. What's up, doobie? I'll do a little stretchy. That'd be like me picking up saying, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the place nicknamed the Green Hell, aka the Amazon rainforest. I'm just gonna go and hang out there. Goodbye, everybody. I want to take some sweet
Yeah.
Instagram shots.
I'm gonna take some sweet Instagram shots of this dying rainforest while surrounded by like a bajillion poisonous animals.
Poisonous animals, fucking diseases you never heard of, poor people who were, scraping by for,
Oh, yeah, good luck getting from the airport to the Amazon jungle alive in the first place.
right. Yeah. People who are down on their luck, because we all know people who are down on their luck, who were impoverished with nothing to lose. Always great dealing with those people. I'm not saying that poor people equal bad people, but I am saying that people who were dealt a really rough fucking hand in life and who were barely scraping by, and they see somebody coming from a fucking first world richest nation on earth, with a plucky attitude and a carrying on like a social media influencer. I'm not saying that they necessarily see you as a easy mark, but I mean, fuck.
Yeah, they see you like you don't have any scars on your face. You have like long, luscious hair. Your clothes don't have holes in them.
Right, clean,
Even though it's the
beautiful
Amazonian
skin.
jungle, you're still running around with a beanie on. And then you tell them you're from like Bogota or something, and they're like, "Oh, never mind, leave him. He's probably some drug mule."
I've got cocaine up my asshole.
You gotta say it with a more New Yorker accent.
Hey Dubes, first time chatter. My friend had gone on a tour from the Amazon rainforest, and their tour guide kept talking about an animal that they would see, then finish sentence with, "Don't go near it; it will kill you." Here's the thing about
Yeah.
predators in the rainforest. They'll fucking. We had a whole conversation about this the other week. When you're dealing with the harshest environments in the world, it could be the Sahara. It could be look at fucking Australia. There's a dude between the great white sharks, the crocs, the scorpions, the other like the blue ringed. There's so many horrifying venomous things that live in Australia that will kill you with one bite. You realize, oh my god, this horrible climate has made this.
Oh, you mean the blue ring jellyfish?
That exact. Thank you. Good catch, man. Yes, the blue ring jellyfish, which is like, it's like the size of a coin, but it's got enough venom in its body to take out 10 men in a single stick. Like if you get stung by it, forget about going to the hospital. Call a priest, because it's lights out. But like Australia is full of those things. Yeah. Well, rest in peace, Irwin.
Yeah.
But
I grew up watching him. That's why I know some of these things.
Yeah. So like, but you look at it like this. And by the way, the Amazon rainforest, not dissimilar. There's plenty of. You think like it's like a mini Australia, and you think about things like, the rougher the rougher areas of a place like Texas, which is filled with so many fucking venomous snakes, rattlesnakes,
Tarantulas.
Tarantulas. Tarantulas actually aren't that bad as far as spiders, but yes, horribly.
If you see a tarantula, you freeze up in the first second. Your natural instinct.
Those things are horrifying.
That shit is evil.
But yeah, no. These places are awful places. I wouldn't go there. I've had friends that have gone through tours of gone through hikes through rainforests and such. I saw a TikTok video of somebody walking through a rainforest somewhere in South America, and it was literally they were all walking single file, a bunch of tourists through the rain, because again, we go on hikes through the mountains here, and it's beautiful and it's curated, and there's plenty of space for the most part. Not all hikes, but generally. But in this rainforest that they're walking through, It's literally like the people there were barely able to carve out like a person-sized shape inside this massive green, and all the tourists are just walking. It might as well have been a cave of green. And sure enough, somebody in the back of the line hears shouting, like "Ga, ga, 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 ga," right? And people are like, there's chaos. People like don't know where to go, but you can't go anywhere because you're again single file in the fucking rainforest, and it's just brush surrounding you. And then all of a sudden, you hear from the front somebody saw a jaguar, and they're freaking out, and they're just like run back to the hotel, and then you see everybody just taking off. But again, taking off single fucking file back to the hotel, and it's like, my God, man. Was it worth taking the fucking sweet Instagram photo, walking through? Yes, okay, sure, it's beautiful. Okay, sure, I'm sure it was lovely and it smelled nice, but my God, man. A fucking jaguar?
I don't think it will smell nice because it's humid as hell and everybody around you is sweating their balls off.
Right. Yeah, no, listen.
Speaking of sweating your balls off.
Hey, Midweem. There he is. There's my guy.
Hey.
You ever go through a hike through the rainforest?
I've been through a hike in Australia, in like some kind of rainforest over there.
I didn't even know they had
you're
rainforests.
asking a native, you're basically asking the guy who uses cheat codes.
Get out of here,
The
man.
rainforest.
Listen, we're going technically speaking. I have more weird indigenous blood coursing through my veins than he does. If anything, I should feel bold enough to walk through the woods. I don't, though. I never will either. I feel no closeness to nature whatsoever. There is no oneness.
You'd probably go to that Aztec temple that everybody goes to, and like some secret door would open in your presence.
You know what it is? What I do is I gotta spread my cheeks and fart on a door handle, and then it'll open.
You gotta put the door handle in your ass.
Yeah.
The native way, Michael.
Yeah. I gotta start pumping.
You gotta give way to your native genes.
Nah, fuck risking your life for a few internet points, right? Always.
Fuck internet points, dude.
Fuck internet points. Fuck, dude. You know how many people have died to take the photo? Have people died to take take that sweet Instagram shot? Do it for the Insta. Dude. I saw a girl get swiped by a train. Actually, I think I've seen two people. I've seen 2 times somebody get hit by a train. One, the person actually got hit and died, and they were trying to take like a selfie type thing. Another time, somebody was in a very similar scenario, and thank fucking God they weren't as close. And they were like, the train bashed into them-ish, right? It kind of clipped them. It clipped them a little bit. Probably, if anything, dislocated a shoulder or like really bruised their, nothing nearly as bad as it could have been. Because again, the other person was basically fucking blown up, like pizzaed. But again, for the photo. For the fucking like, oh fuck, oh shit, got it. Well, let me get this. Meanwhile, there's a fucking train behind you. Meanwhile, these are the last moments of your life. Not worth it.
They're having a good time for it, right?
Yeah. Hey, Midgeon, you think there's an afterlife?
Oh, jeez. Oh man.
This took a quick 180.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I have some deep thoughts on the subject. Yeah. Yeah. In short, yes.
Some type of.
Yeah.
Maybe not the pearly gates and all that, but something.
You know, like in Black Panther, where they're all chilling in the trees as panthers.
Oh, yes. They mentioned that in Moon Knight. It's called something. The ancestral plane.
Yeah.
Hey, nerd facts.
Yeah, I believe we all turn into big cats and lick each other all
I'd be
day.
down for that, dude.
I don't know, man. Cats have rough tongues. I don't really want like a blowjob from a cat, you know?
Well, you'd be a cat too, so you could take it.
Maybe I could take it.
Yeah, I mean, a rough tongue on your barbed dick. That shouldn't feel too bad.
Dude.
Well, he's right,
Sounds
dude.
like hell.
Listen, you ever hear those cats crying like babies at night? It's generally because one of them's getting plowed by another cat with a giant barbed schlong, which is what, by the way, how they roll.
Okay, I gotta Google cat dick.
Yeah.
Do
No,
not.
it's barbed so that why is it barbed? It's so it stays in, right?
They can't escape, dude.
Yeah. I think that's why it's barbed.
Oh Jesus, dude!
You see it in
It's
huh?
literally got like
It looks like a demon.
reverse spikes on it.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
Has
like a
fishing
fucking
hooks on it.
knife that you never want to be stabbed with.
Yeah. Yeah. It's guys, think like arrowheads, like they're designed so you can't pull them out. That's how a cat's Johnson is. So yeah, when you hear lady cats howling, it's usually because they got one of those demon things inside of them.
Yeah, they got spikes on their tongue. They got spikes on their fucking dick.
Yeah, right. What a fucking hellish thing, cats.
And we're all just like, oh.
Yeah, what a cute animal. You're like, no, dude. You're the only reason why it doesn't tear you apart is because it doesn't think it can.
It will eat you when you're dead, though.
They will, but also dogs will too.
They will wait longer, though.
They will lay longer. It's really funny though.
Can we just take a second and read the caption of this image right here? Just read the caption of that.
Let's
Oh, I
see.
guess it's in the link. And the link didn't work. But it's right there. Cat in the act of mating, balls in the frame, penis during penetration. Like, what the fuck kind of image title is that?
Balls in the frame, baby.
Dang, dude.
Ugh.
That is oddly specific.
Doobie has been following for 3 years, 3 months, and a week. Doobie says, don't know why it took me so long to finally talk. Well, happy you're finally chatting, Doobs. Watch this video of a guy who died doing parkour on a rooftop for his Instagram. He literally fell to his death because of a photo. I've seen. One night I was awake and I couldn't sleep, so I started looking up internet crap, and of course I found my way to the morbid area of the internet. And sure enough, I found there's not just one, but there are many videos of guys like that.
Really?
Guys just like that.
Jeez, where do I find these?
You know, they're parkour dudes who, you know, I mean,
I have to go to DuckDuckGo.
like, of course, I think I was watching it on Live Leak at the time, RIP Live Leak. But yeah, no, I mean, of course, like, it's one of those things that happens, and you're just like, you know, nobody's taken by surprise. Nobody's like, no, not the parkour guys who were jumping from rooftop to
You're
rooftop.
supposed to be invincible. Come on.
Not them. Surely not. And you're like, oh no. When you're watching it, you're like, oh, that sucks. But also, I mean, kind of no shit. At this, you know, at the same time, you're like, no, it's listen. That's you know, you feel, you know, like, hey, listen, it's an innocent person, generally speaking, unless they were bad. Unless, you know, unless they've got horrible secrets. You know, somebody passing like that, it's just, you know, you don't feel good about it. But, you know, you're also like, you know, you always kind of knew this was part of the game. You know, this was definitely it wasn't a guarantee, but it was definitely on the menu of things that could go wrong. Yeah, no, I watched a couple of Russian guys. Oh, that just crashed on me. I watched a bunch of Russian dudes fall. One of the worst ones I saw is it was another one of these, not necessarily Russian, but some Eastern European type. He climbed up a building and was definitely where he wasn't supposed to be, right? Because they're always not where the public is supposed to go. So he's on a rooftop and he's traversing the rooftop and he's jumping around. And of course there's like a bunch of, you know, it's a roof. It's like an industrial roof. So there's all kinds of like wiring up there and all kinds of like, you know, mechanics and machinery and shit. And it's all just exposed because, again, it's not, you know, it's not like covered, or because people aren't supposed to be there. You know, if you're up there, you're probably wearing your hazard gear and all that. But this guy's just kind of like gallivanting around. And sure enough, he reaches out, grabs a wire. The wire is, of course, a live wire.
Fucking grounds through him.
So he touches it for like a second. It basically kills him on touch, and then he drops, like, off the building. And
Jesus, dude.
watching the video, I think there was an announcer or something. It was like, "Oh, on the bright side, he was probably dead the second he touched the wire. Like him falling off the platform. That's not what got him." And I watched this video of these. You ever see the video of those 4 Chinese dudes who get electrified?
No?
Yeah, it's there. There is also, because this was the next video I watched. In China, there is no such thing as OSHA. Do you know OSHA? Midween?
No. What is OSHA again?
It's work. It's like
Right.
God.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah, I
hazard.
got
It's
you.
hazard shit here. Occupational Safety and Health Administration. So OSHA, you have to be wearing hard hats. Everything has to be essentially by the book, and it's so that your workers don't needlessly die on the job, because we're not building the Brooklyn Bridge. By the way, they built the Brooklyn Bridge, and I think like anywhere from 100 people died making the Brooklyn Bridge, and some of them fell into the water and couldn't be retrieved. So they might actually be in the bridge itself and its foundation. Anyway, that shouldn't happen anymore because of OSHA, or at least it should at the very least be diminished. However, in China, they don't give a shit about human life.
Yeah, because they have plenty of it.
Right. So, watching the video, there's a whole shitload of Chinese accident videos where I saw a dude just blown up. Like he was standing in front of a vat somewhere in some mechanical warehouse, factory, some place doing God knows what, and everybody's walking around in like lab coats and equipment and gear. And he leaned into a thing, and it just like some kind of vent. And 1 second he's there, and the next second he is cinders. It's the fucking craziest thing I've ever seen. One of. In another video, there are these 4 Chinese dudes, and they're wheeling around what kind of looks like a mobile scaffolding. Like think like a wire structure, but like that you could push maybe 15 feet by 15 feet. Think of like a large movable rectangular, like a 3D rectangular like shape.
Okay.
It's weird, right? It looked like they were like moving around a giant like a wireframe Lego. But it's 4 guys, and they're kind of pushing this thing around on wheels, and it looks like movable scaffolding. And then all of a sudden you see them all freeze in place, and then their knees drop, and then they drop, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? And like they're clearly dying or dead. And then one guy, like I think somehow like is able to be released, and then you realize that they're pushing around the scaffolding thing, and the metal scaffolding that they were holding onto with both their hands hit a overhead live wire and was fucking electrified. And the thing about being electrocuted is that your muscle seize up. You're stuck to it. And the thing is also, and this is for anybody who's listening and doesn't know this, keep this in your hat. Keep this, like, this is an important one. If you ever see somebody being electrified, don't touch them. Don't ever touch them.
Oh no.
If anything, if you can, kick them. If you're wearing like rubber soled, if you're wearing insulated shoes, you give them a kick. You should be fine to kick them off the thing, but don't ever touch them, because you'll end up in the same fucking predicament as them. But yes, that's the horrible thing about being electrocuted. The electricity overrides your nervous system, and you are frozen in place until the electricity passes. So they literally just basically, because they both had each hand on the thing, they were just cooked, more or less. Anyway, so I was watching those videos. Never take a construction job in China, Midream, in case you were thinking about doing that.
I was thinking about it, but now that now that I have this insight.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's kind of like it's up there with if you're ever burning food on the stove and it catches fire and it's an oil fire, don't put water on it.
Unless you're a Twitch streamer.
Yeah, just use the fucking fire extinguisher.
Hey guys, I can't find my car keys. I'll be right back. I just gotta look for them.
Go get them.
So okay, dude.
God, that Twitch streamer.
Here I came in to defend my point on comics.
You know we never stay on a topic for too long.
Oh no, I know. But I do like modern comics, but I want modern comics to not be shit. You can't be a modern comic
Well,
and not be
kind of.
shit.
Hey, you
That
did
was
it.
quick.
Nice. That's literally the first place I checked.
Where was the first place you checked?
Also, you finally checked inside your ass.
How dare you?
Yep. Bale got me in my ass.
I'm guessing the keys were in the bathroom.
No, they were in my
They're-
pants pocket that are hanging on a coat hanger by suspenders.
They were in the fridge.
They're in the fridge.
Who
Do you
leaves
call
their
it-
keys in the bathroom?
Do you call it the fridge where you're at, Midream?
Yeah, what else would I call it?
I don't know.
The
fridge.
icebox.
The cold.
The fridge just makes sense, but I heard, listen, like in different places in the country, they call it different things.
Like what? Is this like a soda in a pop kind of thing?
Yeah.
The only other word I know for fridge is refrigerator, which is, the actual long form of fridge.
Yes.
What else do you call it?
I don't know.
The icy?
I don't know. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I think I was gonna ask Austin something.
What were you gonna ask me, Mike?
I don't know. Have you been playing a video game lately? Any kind of video game?
Oh yeah, I jumped on Diablo Immortal.
No, you fucking didn't, you liar.
No,
Yeah, I
you
did.
fucking didn't, you retard.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, you're ready to pay. You're looking to pay $100,000 to level up your character.
No, I'm not looking to do that at all.
Oh, you better, or else.
I'm gonna play through it, not pay anything, and because I'm not paying anything, it means that I'm probably not gonna participate in PvP kind of stuff because there'd be pay to play fucking dorks that'll just rock everyone. So.
Did you hear the rumor? The
What?
rumors about that? Bale knows what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
There's been a bunch of like Twitch and like video game, like YouTube game streamers who've gone over Immortal. One streamer paid, I think, $4,000 to get a level 5 gym. I don't know what the fuck that means. After $4,000, nothing. Never got it. Another guy, a different streamer, I don't know anybody's names because I don't watch that shit, but another streamer actually took the time to calculate how long it would take to like fully level your shit. And the calculations equated $100,000 US to fully max load out your dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm not paying fucking shit, dude. Because that's
Yeah.
fucking stupid. Whoever
Yeah.
paid 4K's a fucking dork. Dude.
Well, that's
Huge
fucking
dork.
Well, that's fucking Twitch people, dude. Like those Twitch streamers, they make. Dude, I remember one time Nano told me that Indie Fox made, I think, 40 grand. This is pre hot tub stream. Made 40 grand in a month.
Yeah, I can see
damn,
that,
dude.
dude.
But that's pre hot tub stream. God knows what she was pulling in during the hot tub stuff. So like, again, dumping 10% of that, right? 10% of your monthly earnings to like for the thing that you're doing. That's like spending 4K in a hot tub. Like, it's deductible. And actually, technically speaking, it probably is deductible. I don't know.
Probably
if-
why
crazy,
they're
dude.
doing it.
We can't take Nano as a credible source. No, but listen. That guy was a
Hi,
lying.
Austin.
That guy was a lying piece of shit, 100%. But
Hello? Who is this?
like, he didn't have any reason to lie about. Like a lot of his other lies. Benefited him specifically. But this is after he was like him and Indie Fox already had a divorce, and he was just kind of breaking down
he was living with me.
he was living with Austin. He was breaking down.
Jesus, dude.
He was breaking down her finances, and again, he had nothing to gain from lying about what she was like.
He's breaking down her fucking money whales and
Oh my god.
Right. Yeah, he was
Always
just
drama.
Yeah, he was just talking shit about what it was. It was one of those things where like he wasn't trying to pitch me on any of his weird crypto ideas. He wasn't trying to pitch me on any of his like engineering stuff. It wasn't like a him, which by the way, like 100% fucking lying asshole, right? but it was just, it had nothing to do with any of that. So like he would have no, it's one of those things where like there would be nothing for him to gain to just lie to me about that, of all things. Nano claiming he made, right, but that's a nano lie, you know? Like anything that he would tell me about himself or like any of the projects he was working on was obviously horseshit. But when it came to indie stuff, oh wait, where'd Nikki go? Nikki was just here and then she just left.
I think she only came in to say hi to Austin.
Jeez. Damn, Mr. fucking popular. Nano claiming, yeah, he did claim he made 100K off Bitcoin. Get the fuck out of it. Ridiculous.
Yeah, and then he said that, what did he say? Why couldn't he access it? The FBI or some shit
I
was
don't
doing
fucking
something?
know, dude. I don't kind of fucking horse shit. That guy was he was living in La La Land. And now he's living on the
He said
streets.
some nonsense. Yeah, dude. He's living ahead of the curve, man.
Yo, yeah, that's right. I wonder how he fared
Yeah.
during COVID.
I think he did fine, man.
I don't know what you're all going on so dramatically on. What? Nikki, come back here, man. We're just talking shit.
We're just talking shit.
Man, I'm so happy you're here, Austin. I'm also happy you're here too, Bill. I haven't heard your voice in a while.
I mean, yeah, when you stream this late, then I gotta go to bed early. That's kind of what happened. I'm glad to be talking to him.
He's living ahead of the curve of AI. God, what a nutso.
Yeah, he essentially said that AI is going to take over and society's going to crumble and we might as well live on the streets anyway, so he's ahead of the curve.
God, man, fucking Nostradamus out here.
More like Nostradamus.
Nostra douchebag. Oh man. Speaking of Indie Fox, occasionally I'll come across people stealing her content, which I do not condone. Don't steal content from working gals.
What do you mean, stealing content?
Well, you know, they take her content and upload it to various sites.
Oh, I feel you. Like that.
That's right. Yeah. Here,
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't get the whole like. I like her as a person. I can hang out with her sometimes, you know.
Sure.
I don't get the attraction to like the massive attraction to her.
I don't.
Like
I'll
by
tell
the
you.
fucking thousands, you know.
I'll tell you who's the massive attraction I don't get.
Who?
Amaranth.
Yes, thank you, Scamaranth, dude.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Scamaranth and the other one, Belle Delphine. Those are two that I'm just.
Yeah, same.
I don't get it, man.
Y'all have good taste in the fucking Discord channel. There's plenty of good stuff coming through there.
Yeah, there is.
Through the memes and adult themes, yeah, dude. There's plenty of good stuff in there. But yeah, Belle Delphine looks like she's 14, man. It's like fuck.
You know, she like leans into it too, because again, kind of like seeing
It's
the Indie
weird.
Fox.
It's gross.
Kind of like seeing the Indie Fox stuff, seeing the Belle Delphine stuff. It's also like, you know, listen, when you're on various forums and whatnot, or just on various websites, the content just kind of pops up in thumbnails, right? Well, you know, it's like, oh hey, you want to see what's trending now? This is what's trending now, and it's like, oh, it's a Belle Delphine video, and you're like, oh wow, she's wearing braces and pigtails and a schoolgirl uniform, and she's you know, talking about a daddy this or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
you're like,
weird. It's really all about
oh.
Sydney Sweeney, man.
Sydney fucking
Sydney
Sweeney, dude.
Now that's a woman.
That's a fucking goddamn, dude.
She is a woman.
Those tits are fucking incredible. Yoji, you seen those Sydney Sweeney tits, dude? You seen her Sweeneys?
Nice.
A lot of personality.
Popped in a little late last night. I was hoping to join y'all in the chat in here. I missed it.
Oh yeah, we were on pretty late last night. A little later than normal.
Yeah, you were auto hosting one of my favorite streamers. I was like, oh great, I get to.
I wonder who I was auto hosting. I don't even know who. Dude, I haven't looked at my auto host in so long. I haven't looked at my auto host in so long. I have no idea. Speaking of Delphine, anyone here from Belly? Oh, Bellatrix. Bellatrix reached out not too long ago. She said she was okay. She said she's super busy. I don't even know if she's streaming anymore. Yeah, I don't know if she's streaming anymore or what. She went up to Chicago and we don't hear from her. Which tits? I've seen lots of boobs, but different convo on boobs makes me wonder if fake boobs, silicone versus saline, feels massively different. I've never felt fake boobs, to my knowledge. I think I've always, you know, all natural is where I've. Yeah.
So I hooked up with a trans girl once. I guess trans girl.
Okay.
And they were post-op and had these massive fake boobs.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's like, okay, this is kind of wild. I feel like at best I gotta be on like, I feel like the half and half is really like a good sweet spot. Like, okay, you had some like pretty sizable honkers, and then you got some like some stuff, and I feel like half and half is the most I can go, but all the way was like kind of wild, man. I'm not that into it. It looked great.
When you say half and half, are you talking about tits or are you talking about coochie? Man-made coochie?
Oh, no, I'm talking about boobage.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I had a friend who I talked about this before. He was pretty sure he had made love to a trans gal.
You didn't tell him.
That didn't tell him, and he said he was really drunk. And he said he was really drunk, and he phrased it really interesting. He said there was something off about that pussy, is what he said. And then he started crying. He started like tearing up about it.
Dude? Why?
Yeah.
Something off about that pussy. He starts crying.
Yeah,
What?
because I think he was too drunk to like realize what was happening, and then I think the encounter started making him question his sexuality and like who he was as a man. So it's pretty funny to watch.
Did the man-made pussy push back against him while he was thrusting inside?
Listen, I've never been
Jeez,
inside
bro.
trans pussy, so I can't tell you one way or another. But if it's anything like, if the analogy for fake tits is anything, imagine if you're drunk and you're grabbing a pair of like big fake tits and you're like, something's not right. But imagine instead of that, your balls deep inside some man-made pussy and you're just like, something's not right about this. Something's going on. I can't quite put my finger on it. I'm too drunk. But then you wake up the next day and you're like, fuck, did I fuck a biological dude? So then you have a few more drinks and then you confess to your friends your darkest secret and then you just start crying. And then I'm in my head not saying anything, but I'm laughing.
How do you even be a Michael around that? I mean, I imagine you would laugh your ass off like immediately and like poke fun at him while he's crying. Yeah, dude. How do you survive? How do you have friends, Mike?
Well, there was that time you were fucking opening up to me about you were having some issues at the time. Well, it wasn't just me. It was all of us at the D&D campaign. You were being really vulnerable, man. And it was so earnest and like genuine. And I felt so bad for you. My immediate reaction was to make a terrible joke. I don't remember what the joke was.
You did. I remembered that.
Do you remember me making a joke, like a really like insensitive joke, and then everybody yelled at me?
and
That
then I
is
think
what-
Megan was like, Mike, not cool. And I was like, well, it's kind of Mike's place.
That
like they were
is why
pissed.
Austin wakes
Austin-
up in a cold sweat.
Austin wasn't pissed. Austin took it on the chin like
Well,
a champ, dude.
If one of
Like a man.
if one of them made a poor taste joke, I'd be like, this person's an asshole.
No,
But,
it was
like,
honestly.
when-
Oh no, finish your thought.
But when you make a joke in poor taste, it's who you are, dude. I mean,
It's- it's two things. It's two things. You know, to be serious. It's one. It's impulsive. It's super impulsive.
What did you say?
I know, dude. You were having a really tough time, man. Emotionally and mentally. And you know, you've been pretty honest on here about, you know, your own struggles with mental illness.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, you know, Austin's been very open and honest about some of the stuff he deals with. And it's not like, ooh, my tummy feels upset, I've got anxiety, or, oh, I've got obsessive compulsive disorder. Oh, you know, I've got ADHD. Bitch, so does everybody. Austin has like real fucking issues.
I'm gay.
Yeah, he's
I'm
gay in the
gay,
brain.
guys.
His brain is gay.
I got the gay brains.
So, you know, Midrian being somebody who I hold near and dear, hearing him being so openly vulnerable and in such a hard spot, knowing that there wasn't anything I could do about it, and just kind of honestly being heartbroken. My impulsive instinct is to make an inappropriate joke, because that's how I deal with that kind of stuff when I'm dealing with hard emotional stuff, when I'm feeling overwhelmed, and basically my brain is scrambling. You know, it's like there's a fire going and I'm looking for the exit door. My own coping mechanism is to make an inappropriate joke to alleviate the tension. So I know that's not for everyone. And I know people can find it very off-putting because it's some people, that's the last thing they want to do is make a joke of something very serious. So it can be inappropriate. And Megan and Sam were both very, very, very upset that I had made us fuck, I wish I remembered. I'll tell you one thing about you and me, Austin. The fact that neither one of us can recall the situation. Like, just we only remember the generalities of it. I gotta say, it bodes excellent for us as friends.
I remember what I was, expressing, emotion about. Yeah, I remember that.
Do you mind telling me, or do you not want to bring it up? If you don't want to bring it up, that's fine.
No. Yeah, it was about Seth and his whole thing with Saucy.
Now come back to me.
And then
yes,
I had found all that out, and like,
it
all kind of like hit us, and I was super confused because I thought that it was me.
Yes.
I was like having trouble differentiating the understanding the boundary between me and Seth.
Yes.
And his stuff and like what he was doing. I was super confused because I thought that I was doing it, and I had no idea how to like make it stop or change it, but I felt fully responsible, which is weird to feel fully responsible for somebody else's actions in such a way.
You were. Yeah, no, you were having a question of self.
I had no idea who I thought that I was him, and I had to do something about it. I was so confused. I just needed you guys to tell me that, like, hey, you're Austin, he's Seth.
You were definitely having some kind of dissociative issues. And
I don't know what you said. You said
you were having some kind of dissociative episode, which ties into some of your mental illness that you're dealing with, and you were looking for these assurances from your friends, and you were dealing with all the anxiety and guilt that were within. And
it was very confusing.
And then I think I started calling you. Did I call? I think I may have called you Seth or
something like that. It was.
Or maybe it was
like that.
Maybe it was like maybe I asked you what it was like fucking saucy, or I did something. I said something very stupid and very inappropriate.
It was real fucked up.
But I think I almost remember you laughed. I'm pretty sure
I think so.
At the stupidity of it, but it was
just like God. But
that was your reaction.
Rawness of it.
Yeah, that was your reaction because it was absurd what I said. Because those other two were like. They were so serious and they were so comforting and they were being so supportive, emotionally supportive and reassuring. And I just thought, wouldn't it be funny if I said this inappropriate thing? And you laughed and they were furious. They were
Yeah, they were
fucking
pretty
furious. And they immediately started yelling at me. They immediately started yelling at me, which I wonder if you found funny at the time.
It's in character for them, I guess.
Yeah,
You know.
but it's really
The thing
funny.
is though,
Yeah,
like, I feel like Megan is genuinely like that kind of caring person, right?
yes, agreed.
I feel like the other guy is probably thinking something, but he like wants to put off that he's like genuinely caring, you know?
Mm.
And then there's you on the other side, just letting it out.
No. It's just if I were more emotionally mature, I'd be able to fight those impulses to be inappropriate. God, I need to see a therapist to like fucking like sort that out.
Ross says you're fine, dude.
Ross is a sweetheart. Where is Ross, man? I miss him. I seen him in the chat. Haven't seen him in the chat in a while.
I talked to him on the phone yesterday. He's doing well.
What's he up to? Is he still med schooling?
Yeah, he's studying for something some kind of test that he's taking soon. I don't know.
Man, I can't wait. He's working, dude. That guy's been working like an animal for so many years now. It's pretty crazy.
He's on it, dude.
Oh, here, this is the I posted in the Discord the Indie Fox thing that I saw.
Oh, what are you talking about?
It is funny though, of all the D&D in that one conversation, the only person that I still talk to is you.
Chato, that's India. I thought it was Beldophine.
No, it's not. That's Indie Fox.
The only people I talk from Twitch are like you, Ross, Wax, occasionally Nikki.
Yeah.
About it, dude.
Dude, $200 for a pillow humping video? That's crazy.
What is this blurred here? What is under this blur?
It's what she says. She's gonna be dry humping her plushie. And you can watch it mid-stream for $200. If you want to pay a little bit less than half of a
Christ,
PlayStation 5. PlayStation 4.
If you wanna
Wait,
pay what's
5.
probably a
5.
month's worth of groceries.
I'm trying to think how much of a PlayStation 4 is worth now versus how much a PlayStation 5 is worth. Anyway, if you want to spend $200 of your money, you can watch her dry hump a plushie. Too woke, you doing it? You forking over the money?
Jesus, man. And at that point, yeah, there's no fucking way. Maybe $10, you know?
Yeah, if that. That's so much money, dude. Dude, if I spent that much money on a video, and by the way, I've seen, because people leak Scamaranth's stuff, her content. People leak her crap all the time. So I've seen it.
Full?
She shows a little bit of her coochie and her tits, but her tits
Why
are
is
like so
Indy
fake.
white?
Is she not? Isn't she? She's half.
Wasn't she a bit more tan or olive skinned? Or am I remembering wrong?
I don't know. Austin, I've only seen her in person like once or twice, and that was many, many years ago. I don't recall. Austin seen her, I think, more recently than I have.
That's generally her, yeah.
She's got to pay for that house and associated costs somehow. Dude, didn't she? Yeah, she bought a $1 million house in LA somewhere, right?
Why?
Yeah.
How can you be that stupid to be making so much money in LA, which has like in California that has insane taxes, and you're buying a home in LA?
Yeah, she's remote, dude.
Didn't she
can go
claim not to?
anywhere.
Did she claim not to remember me? What? When was this? Did she? I mean, if she completely forgot about me, that would track. But I don't believe she did.
I mean, you're not giving her thousands of dollars a month, so why should she remember?
I'm
you?
not a whale. No. She got to pay for
There's
that house.
no way. I've never heard of her pretending to forget Mike. That's fucking silly.
How dare you? Nobody forgets Tina Cola. $1 million house
Nobody
in LA
forgets
isn't even
Tina
that much.
Cola.
It's really not, dude. Now, if you said $1 million house in somewhere in like the Midwest or like somewhere down south, not a large city, not like Austin.
That's a mansion with like a huge ass plot.
Yeah, no. Depending on where you're at, if you found this, if you were to buy $1 million place in somewhere that's like not a major metropolitan city, God, that could be an estate, depending on where you're at, for $1 million. Even a home in Compton is $600K. That's fucking crazy, dude. The average cost of a home in LA is $770. Austin, does your dad still live in Calabasas?
Yeah, dude.
How much is that place worth, if you had to guess?
I don't know. He's up in the same spot as like it's called the Oaks. Have you heard of this?
No. The Oaks.
There's a
Sounds
place called
fancy.
the Oaks, and then there's a place inside the Oaks called the Estates.
And that's where he's at?
He lives in the Estates. And our neighbor used to be fucking Justin Bieber and Britney Spears, and now it's some other people that I don't know, some like sports guys. The Jacksons live up there. The Kardashians live up there.
Fuck me, man.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Let's see if I can look it up. Who
Yeah, try like
lives
yeah.
in the Oaks Estates?
You could probably toss your address on like Zillow or something like that, and they'll give you a fucking breakdown of what it's. Just the land alone is probably $1 million plus. It's probably over $1 million, says Yoch. Almost
It's
definitely.
a whole fucking write up. I just want like a bullet point list. Fucking lame.
Do you have a hot? Does your dad have a hot tub at his place?
Hell yeah.
You know what? I don't think I'd ever use a hot tub if I had it if I had a house with one. I'm not a hot tub guy. I wonder if
like
can
light
you,
some candles.
can you learn to be a hot tub guy?
Yeah, cause you're not 1D trained. That's why.
Yeah, I don't fuck. Oh my god, I forgot I was talking about Dave Tran yesterday. Dave Tran fucking. Hey, Two Oak, are you still here? Two Oak, did you clip that yesterday? Two Oak, did you clip that yesterday? Me talking about Dave Tran, fucking ladies from behind. I was talking about Dave Tran fucking ladies in the hot tub and his like. You ever see the Sylvester Stallone movie Over the Top? It's the arm wrestling movie.
No.
He has this move where Yoji knows what I'm talking about when he's arm wrestling and like you're there. What he'd do is he would undo his hand and like he would like change his grip to like above the hand, and that would be like his Super Saiyan move. It was so stupid. But what I was saying is that when Dave Tran is making sex to his ladies in the hot tub, what he would do is the second you see him remove his leg from the water and put it on the top of the rim of the hot tub to get more torque, that was his special move. And he called it the 1D tranny. I was making really stupid claims like I always do. But no, I'm not Dave Tran. And I don't have sex with people in hot tubs. So I don't think I could become a hot dog guy. That's what I need to become. A guy who eats hot dogs in hot tubs. Midgey, when was the last time you ate a hot dog?
When I was in Alaska, I had a moose dog. It's a hot dog made out of moose.
How was it? How'd it taste?
Dude, it was so fucking good.
What'd you put on it? Condiments.
So,
and-
okay. So one of the people I was working with, their family shot a moose recently.
Ooh, that's a lot of
and-
moose meat.
It's a lot of moose meat, man. And so it was a moose that they shot, and then they made some sausages, some like hot dogs out of them that were I think they put a little bit of cheese and a little bit of jalapeno into the sausages, and they were so fucking good, dude. I just ate it straight. I just ate it.
Yeah. No.
Oh no! More recently, I had a hot dog on Memorial Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Friend's barbecue.
Which was better, your friend's barbecue dog or the moose dog?
Moose dog.
Dude, the largest moose specimens are found in Alaska and eastern Siberia. And the bulls weigh about 1,300 pounds. Or, for you, Bale, 600 kilogram.
Yeah, that's like a small car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they
they're
stand up.
fucking giant.
Yeah, they stand about 7 feet tall.
That's that. Their shoulders.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we're not considering. Yeah. That you're not considering like the head and neck and fucking
Yeah, that's like
antlers.
their shoulders. That's
Yeah.
how you. That's like the height of horses and mooses. Their shoulders. Their head goes up another like 2
Yeah.
or 3 feet, man.
Yeah, it's true.
They're fucking huge. Man.
Yeah, no, we've seen a video of a moose walking beside cars, and they are insane. Let me see if I could show. Let me see if I could find that for you. Moose casually walks down Alaskan road. Yeah, here, just in case you forget. And it's funny that Eastern Siberia and Alaska, because correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Eastern Siberia and Alaska wasn't those two weren't they connected by the Bering landmass?
The Bering Strait.
The Bering Strait? I might be mistaken.
Probably. Yeah.
There we go. Here, in case anybody was curious to the size of a moose, and this is fucking more than 7 feet tall, dog. Yeah, this is fucking more than 7 feet fucking tall. Look at that thing.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
What is this, Jurassic Park? Yeah, how many moose
What
dogs?
is the guy doing driving backwards?
How many moose dogs do you
Dude,
think that
Fucking
is?
get away from
What are
that
they
thing.
doing, man? Get away from that huge moose.
People are so stupid, dude. God, imagine hitting this animal. It would destroy your car and you.
Imagine
my
that animal hitting your car at like top speed.
Dude, that's a big boy.
You know, just look at his size relation to the fucking cars. Yeah.
That's a big boy.
God damn, dude. Right? Look how far that he has to tilt the camera up to get it all in.
look at the size relationship to that Jeep,
Yeah.
or you know,
no.
whatever we call that car in English.
Look at his antlers too. Dude. What the hell,
He's
man?
huge.
God damn, dude. A woman was killed by a bison in a U.S. park last week. Was it Yosemite? Because people are stupid.
It was the bison named Sam.
Actually, I saw a girl get thrown by a bison a couple years back. She was thrown about 20 feet in the air, maybe 15 feet in the air, because she walked up to it. She walked up to it, and those things are practically fucking blind. And they're prey. I know they don't look like prey, but they're prey. Kind of like ungulates here, kind of like moose and elk and deer. They are skittish. They're terrified because they're what's on the menu. So they behave as such. Except the thing with bison, or they're skittish, except instead of fleeing, they'll attack. So if they see your stupid ass walking up to them, they don't know that you're a nice, friendly thing. They view you as a fucking threat to their existence. So of course they're going to attack you and throw you around. And people are stupid. These parks have signs everywhere saying, keep at least 100-something feet away from this thing. Woman killed after being gored by a bison. Oh, it was Yellowstone. You know, I always forget where Yellowstone and Yosemite are. Do you know where they are, Austin?
Sound like fucking Dora the Explorer, dude. Do you know where they are? Yeah, kind of. I've been there.
Can you say Yosemite? Well, Yosemite's in California. Yellowstone is in Wyoming. No shit. All right, all right. Yosemite Sam is in California. And Yellowstone is in Wyoming. Who the fuck even thinks of Wyoming as a state? I don't even know where the hell that is. Is it by Wisconsin? Anyway.
Oh man, somewhere in the middle.
Did you think that because both of them start with a W?
Yes. I mean, that's literally all. It's by Idaho. I don't know where Idaho is either. There are bears. There no bison in Yosemite. Oh, there are bears in Yosemite, and there's bison in Yellowstone. And Yellowstone is in Wyoming. Oh, man. A woman gored by a bison visiting Yellowstone National Park died. Any video of that? No, they wouldn't have videos on WPXI. The 25-year-old Ohio woman approached the female bison on May 30th. Park rules require visitors to remain more than 25 yards from the animal. The park said the woman got within 10 feet of the bison. So, again, dude, it's so stupid.
That's not smart.
When I was just showing you guys the moose video, at any point were any of you guys like, man, I wish I could walk up to and touch that thing?
No, I was like, dude, these people are in their cars and they think they're safe. They're stupid.
Yeah, no,
Get
those
out
things
of there.
move so fast.
Dude.
So
Bounce.
fast. What did she expect? Idaho is east of Washington. Oh, dude. Oh, my God. I'm so stupid, dude. I actually spent about a week in the Idaho Panhandle. Idaho is just like, it's right east of, it's west of Montana, east of Washington. I spent time in Coeur d'Alene. I was in, dude, that's how fucking forgettable Idaho is as a state. I spent a week there and fucking forgot I did. That's how forgettable Idaho is. But the Panhandle is beautiful. I can't speak for the rest of the state, but Coeur d'Alene is one of the most remarkable places I've ever been as far as like landscape and environment is concerned. Lots of white people.
Mike,
though.
how's your hair doing? Can you take your beanie off? You just said beautiful, and I wanted to see something beautiful.
I'm putting the beanie back on.
Such beautiful hair. Is that the indigenous blood in you, Michael? That we're seeing right now?
You bet it is.
Are you a redskin, bro? Fucking redskin, bro?
It must be the indigenous in me that keeps my hair fresh. Dude, you know what I was thinking about getting on? I was thinking about like going on Rogaine or Keeps or one of those things. Because I was,
For what?
Oh, because I was thinking like I saw a native dude on TV the other day, and he had like a thick head of hair like mine, except it was white. Like it was like luscious and beautiful, but it was white like Gandalf, but like nice.
Yeah, it's fucking cool as fuck.
Yeah, but
dude.
it was like, it wasn't white. It wasn't like Gandalf. It was more like it was that silvery
Ashen?
gray. It was like a silver color. It was so cool, man. And I was like, oh
He was
man,
looking like a fucking necromancer.
I mean, kind of. So part of me was like, yeah, what if I took that Rogaine or Keep stuff? Because, you know, like the whole point of that stuff is like, you don't lose your hair. You just keep your hair. You just have to take it forever. But I'm like, yeah, what if I start taking it now while I'm in my 30s? And like, I just take it for like 30 years. And I'm a dude in his 60s with the hair of a 30-year-old, except it's like silver. Like, wouldn't that be fucking dope?
I mean,
That'd be
who's
cool.
to say that you won't already have that? I mean, you probably will. You have a great head of hair, man.
But listen, man, age comes from us all. At some point, it might start to thin out. But what if I don't want to take that chance, Midream? What if I want a fucking like the fattest, thickest head of hair? As an old man, just a
maybe it's
lion's
time,
mane.
Michael.
Wait, what? Hope that geography lesson helped. It's expensive per bottle and not covered by insurance. Damn, how much is it per bottle, Yoj? All right, so Idaho is east of Washington, Oregon, Wyoming is east of Idaho. So is Wyoming below Montana? God damn it, you're gonna make me look at the map of the US.
Damn it. Fuck.
God, motherfucking damn it, dude. All right, here, let's look at the stupid states. Idaho is southwest of Montana. And then Wyoming is directly south of Montana. Here. Let's all look at the stupid states.
Don't do it, Mike.
It's $50 for 3 2-ounce bottles. God damn, Yoj, that's fucking expensive, man. I think I'd rather just go bald.
Mike, buy a fucking bottle of Semen X.
Semen X. Educate everyone together, please. All right, so here we go. Montana. By the way, there's nothing in North Dakota. You could skip over North Dakota entirely. Probably the same goes for South Dakota. Driving through this place was like driving through nothing for hours. Endless amounts of nothing, dude. It was one of the most boring places as far as scenery is concerned, as far as like environmental scenery is concerned, of all time. Montana is gorgeous. All right, so Wyoming is here, and Wyoming is where Yellowstone is. I'm learning a lot today. So Wyoming is here, and they've got the bison, and that's where the bison will kill you. And in California is where Yosemite Sam lives. Good to know. I wonder if I'll ever go to any one of those. Which is is Yellowstone the one with the geysers? With the hot springs?
I don't know. I think so. Maybe.
Or is that Yosemite?
Probably both of them. Fuck it.
Because there's a horrifying story that I learned of. And it was his brother and sister. I don't know if it was in the 1990s or the 1890s. But Yellowstone, all right, so Yellowstone has Old Faithful. So in Wyoming, in Yellowstone National Park, much like the same park where this lady was murdered by a bison for her own stupidity, a brother and sister were looking for Old Faithful, and they were going through the geysers. And as you do when you're on vacation, you're going for these hikes. However, Midream, they have signs posted up everywhere. And they close off areas to the public because it's very fucking dangerous. Kind of like in Disney World, how you can't go into like the mechanics of the rides and shit.
Right.
Same thing in national parks. They've got areas closed off to the public for your benefit. But of course, the two dickhead kids decide that they know better than the signs and decided to sneak past the signs and look at the geothermal activity up close. And sure enough, as they're exploring and looking around and looking at these geysers, the boy, with his sister, he falls in. He falls in, and he is literally like flash fried. He is cooked alive. Those hot springs are so hot that by the time emergency personnel were able to show up, there were only pieces of him in the hot spring.
I mean, the delivery of thermal energy through steam is one of the more efficient ways to deliver that energy, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yes, be careful. Don't just adhere to the fucking sign, man. Like, watch the geysers from a distance. Watch the bison from a distance. God, people are so stupid,
zoom on
man.
your camera.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck, man? Oh, ha! Acer's fucking promoting their shit on my stream.
Who is Acer?
Yeah, Acer sucks. Shop now at Amazon.com. Get Acer's Nitro 5. The journey lies within. Hey, Tuok, whenever you see the Acer thing pop up on the stream, let me know so I could shit on the product. That'd be so fucking... Would that be awesome? It's like... Because I'm not seeing any of that ad... I'm not seeing any of that fucking ad money.
Is Acer shitty?
Oh, Acer is ass, dude.
What's a better
You know what
brand?
I heard? I
Or
heard
similar product?
Acer, and this is just a rumor, but I heard Acer is the go-to brand of pedophiles. It's their favorite brand to use. That's
Wow,
yeah,
that's
sure.
pretty cool.
Epstein, he only used Acer. That's
What
the
does
truth.
Acer even make?
Listen, I know somebody who had an Acer product, and then a few years later, they died of cancer. Now, I'm not saying that the two are correlated or caused,
Jesus, dude.
but maybe.
God damn. Fuck.
These are
Jeez, Mike.
jokes. These are dark jokes. Please do not sue me.
Ah.
Yeah.
For legal purposes, what we just said was a joke.
Yes. This is
This
satire.
in jest.
Lifted.
Yeah, I don't know what anybody's doing advertising here. Walking into a fucking.
I
walking
think
into a mess.
unless you're teaching your dog how to raise its paw, I think you should be fine.
Could you imagine, dude? Imagine if like Acer, just like the Acer was like, okay, we're advertising on Twitch, we're advertising on these channels. If you could just check the content, make sure it's okay, and like just like the ad intern is just like scrolling through the channels, and then like they came across this one. I'm saying Acer is run by pedophiles or whatever the fuck. It'd be really funny if that was the thing that got me banned off Twitch, shitting on their the advertisers.
I mean, if there's a way to go, it's probably that.
Alright, bros. I've been out of it for like a fucking week. I finally have my room all set up. I have internet. I got
What?
my mic set up. I'm
What?
watching fucking Mike in my new bedroom.
New bedroom, take a picture. I want to see.
Are you naked in your new bedroom?
Dude,
Yeah.
I got my cock out, bro.
I love seeing people's cocks out on their bedroom. Yeah, Austin's got the real moose dog.
I got the real moose dog. Dude, I got a pretty cool room. I got a good setup here.
Are you gonna be bringing ladies back there for banging?
For
course
sex,
he is.
maybe.
For sex, guys? Do you think Austin's gonna be bringing ladies back for intercourse?
What do you think,
Should
guys?
be.
Does Austin bang ladies? Or,
Well, you
or
said
does...
didn't you say you were sucking on some trans ladies' titties just moments ago? Mere moments
I
ago?
was saying that I had gay sex and made it as straight as I could.
Oh. Oh man, that's hard for me to wrap my head around. Man, you're making me want to. Yeah.
Actually,
Look, I can explain. So, if you have too much sex with too many women, you eventually get desensitized to them, and Austin doesn't
Oh.
want that. So what he's doing is he's switching up the game on them.
Oh, I see. He's evolving. No, Austin, he cut you off. What were you gonna say?
I don't fucking
Sorry,
know, dude.
Austin.
Some stupid shit.
Yeah. Well, listen, I said this the other day. If you look at the grand scheme of things, right, the most heterosexual thing you can watch is two ladies going at it. Here, I'll draw a little diagram of it. Actually, no, I won't do that because I can't, because I'll be banned. But imagine I'm drawing two vaginas. Here, I'll just go write a V. Right? So the most heterosexual thing you watch is two vaginas just scissoring, right?
Okay.
But then watching a V and a P, watching some P hit that V, that's a little gay, right? Because you're basically watching a dude come, more or less. Yeah, sure, you're watching some pussy get pounded, but also you're watching a naked guy, and you're seeing butt cheeks, and you see that camera angle that they decide to film, which is the worst one, where it's from
I
behind.
hate that angle.
Right, and all you're seeing is this guy's butthole and his balls slapping this. Like, you're barely seeing any of the lady action. You're just seeing a dude's body mostly. The worst camera angle possible. It's horrible. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
so it's a little gay. watching some penis and vagina, seeing any kind of penis in your porno, it's a little homosexual. Now, I would say, if you're watching a trans lady with a fake, with some fake titties, but her schlong, but like she's still ladylike, if you're watching her banging a lady, I would say that is actually trans lady banging some coochie, some TV action. I would actually say that's more heterosexual to watch, because it's only a dude from the waist down. It's lady on top, dude below the waist. I would say technically that makes that more heterosexual to watch than regular pornography.
It's confusing. It's very confusing.
Now, I haven't watched it because it's not my cup of tea. But I've watched and jerked off to two lesbians having sex with each other. And one of them like a lesbian wearing a strap on and plowing another gal. I've definitely jerked off to that before. I've jerked off to two lesbians like eating each other out and like scissoring and whatnot. So like, if one of them had a cock and was banging each other, how's that any different from wearing a strap on? It really makes you think. It really makes you think, Austin. What the hell did I walk into? What a strange diagram. What's up, John Amore? How are you, buddy? John Amore, say hello to Midream. Actually, wait, Midream said he was on the phone. So don't say...
Yeah, sorry guys. Somebody just called me. John, hi, I love you. You're so handsome. You're so beautiful. Mike,
dude.
I've also masturbated to woman on women and have yet to masturbate to trans on women sex.
Right.
That's a great topic that I'd like to. Maybe we can watch together. We can have a watch party after stream.
I would watch... Dude, I watched some tranny porn with you just to see what's what.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know
dude,
if I don't think I'd be any interested in watching a tranny getting plowed. Like, I'd watch it with you for the experience of it. Like, if we all watched it together in Discord, but I don't think it would do anything for me.
We can comment on the hardness of our penises.
Yeah, like, I don't think it would like. Listen, I'm
Fail
old
would
enough.
be rock hard.
Only if that trans lady had muscles. I don't.
Most of them do.
I don't think.
Yeah, dude, some lean beef patty in there.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
I'm too old.
I am on the phone. I'm bye.
Okay, bye. Oh, dude, I finally the other day, John, I meant to mention I finally finished the webtoon. I was only 3 episodes behind. I was only 3 episodes behind on your webtoon comic. And I also, John, last night I watched your video. The only notes I have would be I think you need a better microphone.
Or at least up the volume.
Yeah, I think
Because that shit was low, buddy.
uh
The second note I have is to not be Filipino, but that's a bit
Yeah, you
more
can't
of a
fix
taller
that.
task.
I will say this. It sounded like I liked your jokes. I like the silly sound effects that you're making with your mouth when you're putting the visuals up. I liked that you sounded a little nervous at first. So it sounded like
It was his first time.
right. So this how do I did the same thing that you did when I made my first bunch of YouTube videos, and it took me a little while to get used to speaking like this, but on a YouTube video. Something about it being a video that you can edit. You kind of, at least this is, I can't speak for you.
Changed things.
It changes the way that you approach it. So for me, being casual here and talking off the cuff and looking at the camera and being just kind of like irreverent and silly and fun, that was really tough for me to transfer over to YouTube. Because then what would end up happening was I would have a script, more or less, or even like an outline of a script. Fucking bugs. I would have an outline of a script, and then what I found myself doing those first few YouTube videos and TikTok videos was, it's like, oh, I'm Michael Dina. Hi, I'm Michael DiNicola. Welcome to this stream, and this is what this stream is about. This stream is about this, and also this, and this, and this, and this, And what I am going to be teaching you is, insert what, how not to be an artist. I'm also going
Teach
to
me
be
how to
teaching
use.
you. Yeah.
Teach me how to use that cross-hatching brush.
I found myself being more robotic and formal in my YouTube videos than I am normally. So as I was watching your video, John, I got a lot of, it was very reminiscent of my first at-bats, which is completely fucking normal. But I will say it was concise, it was on the point. I understood as a viewer exactly what I'm going to be getting. I understood your credentials as a comic book specifically a comic book illustrator. I thought it was a great kind of thesis of the channel. And I will say, towards the end of the video, it did seem like you were getting more comfortable in the YouTubing of it all. I want to know if Austin has masturbated to any urban animal characters. I bet he has.
No, I've yet to masturbate to any UA stuff. I've thought about it though.
Now here's the real question, John. Do you think anybody masturbated to that art that I posted of Charlotte? 500,000 people.
Know it's Charlotte.
500,000 people saw that video on YouTube. I bet at least one person.
Dude, you have 500,000 views on a video on YouTube?
Yeah, but it was a short. I only got paid like $4 from it, I think.
Really?
Yeah, because it was YouTube Shorts and they don't pay. If that had been an actual video, which John reminds me, man, I got to start making real YouTube videos again.
That's amazing, dude. Good job.
Thanks, baby.
Yeah.
Well, hey, question: does YouTube let you replace the video without deleting the whole post? No. You can trim it down. You can cut sections out. You can mute sections, but you can't replace things. I don't know
The
unless.
whole ass thing. Yeah, but I listened to John's videos and it just sounded like he's trying to do my podcast, but with no guests.
Gotcha. I really appreciate the feedback. Again, my feedback is basically keep doing videos because all that stuff goes away. It's the same thing with streaming. The first few Twitch streams I had was fucking brutal to watch. It was very like, hi everybody, I'm gonna start drawing now, and then I start drawing and it's complete silence. Or maybe I forget to switch the stream over, so you just see me.
You forget your mic on mute.
Yeah, right. My mic would be muted. The audio was terrible. The lighting was terrible. Like I would switch the screens over, so you'd just be staring at my face as I look down and draw, in absolute silence. I would forget to interact with the chat. It was horrible. But the thing is,
What do you mean, what chat? At the start, you don't have a chat.
right? The thing
You
about
gotta
that
learn
is,
how to talk to yourself, baby, and hope that doesn't provoke any future mental illness issues.
and the thing is, over time, you just learn how to balance it all out, or you don't, and you just quit. But generally speaking, you just you sort out. It's the same thing with YouTube. Practice makes perfect. As you continue on your journey, you'll be fine. You just got to get the reps in. Definitely need a better mic, or at least mix it better. I found myself using some very atrophied streamer muscles. There is absolutely some crossover in streaming versus YouTubing, but it's not a pure one-to-one.
Yeah, it's like, how can I describe it? I think it's like the difference between drawing with a pen and drawing with a pencil. Like it's still drawing with a tool, but while they're both drawing tools, they have their own intricacies.
Yeah, John, think about drawing traditionally versus drawing digitally. There's lots of overlays, but it's not perfect. Let me Actually, here, John, let me show you something. Let me show you something that will help you as a YouTuber. Once you start getting more views, once you start building up your community, once you start posting up more videos, you'll be able to search your analytics. And then from your analytics, you'll be able to make better decisions. Let me just walk on over here.
I don't think that will help John because he's already in comics as a career.
Here.
Giga levels of editing is going to be very eventually, and I don't think that's sustainable by one person because Giga's upload schedule is very slow because he is a control freak and he does everything by himself.
Here, so in the last 30 days, I got who gives a fuck about any of this? I made $1.86 in ads and whatever the fuck else. That's funny. But fuck all this stuff. What you want to do is you want to look at research. This is going to be your go-to, because what YouTube has decided to do, for better or worse, it's probably a privacy violation, but who cares, because you're going to be able to use this to your advantage. YouTube is going to show you all the various people that watched your content. This is some of the stupid shit that they search for. And then you look and you see if you could use any of this crap. Blender tutorial. That might be useful if you know Blender. satisfying video. Cat. This is weird. These are newer things. I've saved some of the more relevant ones. So these are all the ones that I've saved because I come in here every now and then and take a look to see what people are. So here, Procreate art is a medium level volume, search volume. And so these are all high search volume subjects. And from this, royalty-free music. I used Austin's music, and I at the bottom of every video, even this very same video that we're watching, if you scroll down, you should be able to see
music by Medwin.
Oops. Yeah.
Hey.
Oops. I accidentally X'd out of that. Hang on, let me go back. Oh, but you know what? Yeah, while I'm here, scroll down, show more, and then here we go. Music by Midroom, and I linked right to his YouTube channel right down here.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So here, so you go to research, view reviews, research. Go to saved. I saved all these, and then these will give you insight as to what people are searching from your channel and what you could perhaps turn into a future video. Procreate tutorial, digital art, Procreate for beginners, art tutorials, how to use Procreate digital art for beginners. So essentially this is basically telling me that the people who are watching my channel have a very strong interest, in learning about Procreate. I don't even know what this option is. Content gaps only. Oh, content gaps. So this is stuff that doesn't attain to me. Doesn't pertain to me. Art stream. That's funny. Content gap. Understanding content gaps. A content gap is a way of measuring what viewers are searching for and the results they find. A content gap can happen when viewers can't find any results for their searches, viewers can't find an exact match for their searches, or viewers can't find relevant videos for their searches. For example, the content is old or low quality. You may want to use a content gap as a starting point to research videos that don't exist or could be improved. This is, John, if you want your channel to grow, truly, the content gap, now that I know what they mean by content gap, this is the holy grail of YouTube for creators. Finding a market on YouTube that is not being served, because I tell you right now, if you were to try today to become a Minecraft streamer, you'd probably fucking die in obscurity for years, getting no traction, unless you made the best possible Minecraft content of all time, that market is so saturated. The work that you'd have to put into finding your niche would be overwhelming. So you have to find, it honestly is easier to find a market that isn't being served and to tailor your content to that than to start off doing what you want and working backwards and trying to find because like I said, people who don't know your channel are going to be looking to watch videos in the search bar. And that's when they're going to find you. When YouTube figures out that your video is the one to show the people searching, and what they're searching for is stuff that, as they put, content gapped. You're trying to find a market that needs you. So yeah, so Artstream is apparently one worth. I'm gonna save that. Maybe I should just title it Artstream. What the fuck is the title of today's video anyway?
The same as always.
Procreating in practice.
Yeah, it's live. So maybe I should just change it to live Artstream. How to turn off restricted mode on TikTok. Digital portrait. There's a content gap there. So perhaps, and I've talked about this before, perhaps me making a video on the basics of portraiture, which is something I can do. I just haven't done in a while. But even though what I'm slowly free brushes for Procreate. I know how to make. I've actually taught myself how to make brushes on Procreate. So that would actually be something fun to do. Maybe take some brushes that I've already made and put them for free and just do a little tutorial video. But matter of fact, maybe even combining two of these. So like digital portrait utilizing, here, make a digital portrait utilizing free brushes I've made for Procreate. Combining these two would be, honestly, might be perfect for a new video. Anyway, I guess my overarching point is that if you put in the research, for your content, the research for thumbnails, the research for whatever the hell else, content, the research in regards to editing. Here, John, some of the best advice I received on video making on YouTube, and this goes for TikTok and Instagram too. Find your viewer first. So like have an idea of what you want to make and what you're good at and what you could provide. So figure out what you can offer to somebody. And for you it's going to be how to make comics or in that genre, right? So that's going to be the people you're going after. But I would say drive it even further. Don't get so niche that your audience is an audience of like 10 people on YouTube. How to make comics, or even how to make manga and comics. That's a great umbrella. But I would say take it one step further and figure out who the person. This is something that I need to take my own advice on. I have a general idea of who I'm trying to chat to. Here, John, I'll give you an example. The person that I'm gearing my work towards in my YouTube shorts are people who enjoy art, people who enjoy fan art, people who enjoy digital art, and specifically want to watch process. Now, the videos I want to make on YouTube for tutorials, they are going to be more geared towards, the easiest way to describe it is me 6 or 7 years ago. Because I've talked about this to you, I've talked about this to Bale, maybe even Midream. I don't consider myself a master of anything. I don't think I really have any mastery over any kind of art field. I'm okay, I'm decent. If we were in the Jedi Temple, I'm not on the council. I'm not a Jedi Grandmaster. I'm no fucking Yoda. I will say, but I will say, I will very strongly place myself as a Jedi Knight. So perhaps I'm not going to teach you the big stuff, but I might teach you how to grab I might be able to teach you how to grab your lightsaber off the ground. But basically my point being is I've got enough hours under my belt that I could help a beginner and maybe even an intermediate illustrator who's looking to grow in certain areas. I can help. So I might not be able to help John Moore do fucking anything. And I definitely won't be able to help Eric Canetti out at all. But me from the version of me from 6 or 7 years ago who didn't know his ass from his elbow, literally when drawing anatomy, that guy I can help out. So that's the guy or gal I'm going to be trying to help. And I say help specifically because that's what I want my YouTube videos to lean more towards. I want them...
Yeah, people like Midget Gerards.
Ha!
Who still have to trace photos instead of actually drawing people.
There's someone here who promised to do some perspective stuff. Oh, right. Perspective. That's another thing that I have. I mean, what was the last perspective thing I did?
For a whole fucking year now.
Yeah, this is the last perspective thing I did. And this was fun to do because I was able to do it just off the top of my goddamn head. And it was fun because a perspective can actually add a bunch to the piece. Really brings some stuff forward.
I still gotta color this. Haven't had the opportunity to.
This was a funny. I did this. This was this Homelander one. It's funny. Somebody said he looked like Bale. Wasn't it you who said this version of Homelander to look like Lemillionaire or whatever the fuck his name is? Lemillions? What the fuck is his name?
Lemillion.
Lemillion. Is it Togata?
Yeah. Wait, no, that's Toga. Togata is the insane bitch. Or is it? I think it's Togata.
No, she's... Yeah, no, dude. She's Togata.
Toga. He's Togata.
Yeah, he's Togata. She's Toga. There's someone here who promised to do some perspective stuff. Yeah, I would. So yes, doing some perspective stuff, drawing a person in perspective like this. It's not my strong. Honestly, of all the things to draw, I don't know if I would make a drawing in perspective tutorial, because this is something that I'm not strong at. But John, you draw people in perspective all the goddamn time. That's more your forte than mine. Please hook me up with some royalty-free tunes later. Dude, ask Midream, man. Midream, would you wanna help Johnny Boy out?
I mean, there are tons of stuff out there. I'm pretty sure that you have full access to my stock on Discord. I have a couple of like.
Wait, you have a couple of what?
He was never heard from again.
100 songs or something outside of that are, yeah. Those are all on the Discord in the like private section. I could just give you access on my Discord, dude.
Yeah, give Johnny some access.
I'm pretty sure you have it, Mike.
Oh no, I'm definitely in the private Discord.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I used to hang out and look forward to your secret updates. Notification on. Yeah. So John, just to surmise, YouTube is so much behind the scenes work than I ever realized. Because when you're watching, it's very crazy because it's actually really similar to when you're on Instagram and you see an artist posting their work and you see the final thing, but you don't see the hair pulling, the frustration, all the sketches that were thrown out. You see their final product and you're like, wow, but you don't see the years prior of training that led up to that. YouTube is very similar when you're seeing the final product and the person is so casual and the person's like, hey, welcome to the stream. I'm going to teach you how to do, or welcome to the tutorial. Let me break down this. Come on. And then like they've got B-roll and then they've got cool music in the background and they toss up a title card real quick and they're like, oh, well, come with me. Check this. This is how we start doing this. Yada, yada, yada. And it's so casual. But meanwhile, what you're not seeing is the hours upon hours of editing. What you're not seeing is the filming of the B-roll footage. What you're not seeing is the script editing that they're doing. Some YouTubers, they're so casual and professional, they could write a whole ass script out word for word and read it casually. I have found personally, if I do that, I sound like a fucking robot. Like I would be.
Yeah, I hate it.
I don't have a casual delivery if I'm reading. Which it just I sound like I'm reading you the encyclopedia. And now we are going to do this. Follow me. You know, set up your perspective grid like this. I work much better when I'm just working off bullet points. So just like make sure I know same. I want to hit point A, B, C, and D in this video, and each one is going to take a couple minutes to do, and yada yada yada. All that stuff is such a headache, man. All that stuff is such a pain in the ass, but I want to throw in another analogy on skill. Mike is the hunchback in the 300 army. How dare you? No, dude, I'm the retarded baby that gets thrown off a cliff in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
No, actually, wait, no. That's my friend Dave.
That's the hunchback.
That's the hunchback. Because they didn't throw him off. Remind me what happened in the hunchback. They were about to bring him. They were about to huck him off the side of the cliff, and then somebody's like, just kidding. Go along, little hunchy. We were just playing with you, hunchy."
He was an outsider. He wasn't a baby born there.
Oh, really? I thought he was one of those. I thought he was a deformed baby that they were like, "Oh, we're gonna throw you off." Psych. Here, go fend for yourself, baby.
So.
Listen, I haven't watched that movie since 2002 or whenever the fuck it came out. I was definitely reading off a script. I hate talking about my credentials.
We've already done it once, so you don't have to keep repeating it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good in that way, John. And here's the other deal. When it comes to YouTube, you don't have to do the credentials like that, because the people who are going to be watching you, I know in your video you mentioned, you were targeting illustrators who've got the chops. I remember you mentioning, yeah, sure, you could draw anatomy, sure, you could draw perspective, but can you draw a comic? I'm going to teach you how. So you know who you're targeting. You're targeting an artist who, I don't know why I said it like that. You're targeting an artist who has got the chops but doesn't know how to, essentially me, more or less. I can draw pretty damn well, but when it comes to actual sequential art, my skills are fucking minimal at best. So Johnny Boy targeting me makes me think, fuck, I don't even know how, dude, I don't, John, I'll tell you this much. From my perspective, as being a person that would benefit from watching your videos, I don't care what your credentials are necessarily, because it's very much like going to fucking art school and getting a job in the arts. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is your capabilities. It doesn't matter if you learn them in school or if you're self-taught or whatever. If you're a storyboard artist and you show me your work, your portfolio, and you look like the fucking baddest motherfucker in storyboarding of all time, I don't give a shit if you went to, Manila Community College, or if you learned, if you learned in the fucking jungle of Davao. It doesn't, actions speak louder than words. So John, I understand why you included in the intro your credentials. Basically, hey, I'm John fucking Amore. I've been nominated for an Eisner Award. You haven't. Listen to my ass, because I know better than you, stupid. That's exactly what John said, word for word, from his video. But for anybody who just casually picks up your YouTube video, if you're confident, if you're succinct, if the information that you're providing is worthwhile, it doesn't matter. Think about it like this. Guys, think about it like this. When was the last time you looked up a YouTube video specifically for a tutorial? Maybe it was maybe you were trying to, I did say that, maybe you were trying to build something, or maybe you're trying to fix something in your house, or maybe you're trying to do some home repairs, or whatever it might be. for me, it was like I think I was trying to set up some. I think I was trying to fix my. I was trying to fix my shower head. My shower head broke, and I was installing a new one, and I hadn't done that in a while, and I forgot. And I picked one of the best viewed tutorials, and I watched that. The guy who is the plumber who was teaching me how to fix my shower head in the bathroom, he didn't start off by giving me his credentials. He just went right the fuck into it. He was just like, all right, so you're trying to replace your shower head. This is what you do. You want to unscrew this. You want to get this. You want to get this special water sealant tape that you want to put on. You want to get a wrench, whatever the fuck this processes are. Broke it down. He was succinct. The video got great reviews. It was right to the point. It was perfect. But I don't know. That guy didn't go to Plumber High. He didn't go to Plumber University. I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And nor will it matter for John Moore. John Moore's work and his tutorial, and it'll bring in the views because it'll be good. First and foremost, hello Kozu, and also Dave. Thanks for Davey Rivera, 3 Neckos. Thanks for cruising on by. Hey Mike, hey everyone. I've been listening for a while. Yeah, Kozu, man, welcome back. But yeah, I would be interested in all of those videos. There's a page I follow that's for screenwriters. I've been using that as a supplement for my comic book writing, but it's not the same. John, are you going to be dealing with any script stuff?
You better teach people how to write comics and not write novels that happen to have pictures in them.
Speak for yourself. I got a PhD in Minecraft. That's why my videos are killer. I've never watched Oh, no, I've watched a couple of Minecraft videos, but it was more about people screaming about what was happening on Minecraft. Like, I think it was... Was it that one? It's that one? Was it this one? Hang on, fuck it. I gotta figure out which one. One. Shit. One of those screams is from a Minecraft video by one of these dickheads that stream the game and overreact whenever something even minute happens. Anyway, that was the last time I watched that was the last and only time I ever watched the Minecraft video. Yo, Neko, what kind of videos do you watch on YouTube? Oh, Midroom, hang on, I want to look at your bedroom. I'm pulling it up now.
Speaking of people screaming about things that are going on, Berserk is back, baby!
Oh, I saw the Twitter statement by the gangs.
Studio.
So, how's that gonna work, dude? How are they gonna bring back Berserk even though the creator is dead?
The TLDR is that the creator, Kentaro Miura Sensei's best friend, with whom he has talked about and asked advice for the story multiple times, is going to be like the main guide. And the guys from the studio who have worked with Miura for like years and years, who have also, casually talked about the story while working in the studio, are also going to give their input. So it's basically their talks and inside knowledge into what ideas Miura had will be fueling the manga. And while I'm super excited that it's back, I am also very cautious about it, because what if it looks like Miura but it's different enough that you can tell that he's not there? It's just not the same.
Here's Midreams. Hey Midream, what's on that? Can I show? Wait, hold on. Before I show this video, can I show this video on stream?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, right. I like how fucking I'm just like, oh, here's his fucking bedroom, strangers. David watches figure reviews, news, hentai recommendation videos, no, history crap, figures, and movies. I watch plant stuff, nerd news stuff, and like horror stories, creepypasta, missing persons.
You watch your own content?
Sometimes I watch my own content. If somebody clips the show, I watch it. Oh, let's see where. Wait, so Midrin, what's in this plastic bag?
What's in the bag?
Like hanging stuff, like some nails or something.
Ooh, that's a dope poster. That's a
Oh,
great.
the one on my.
Is that Akira?
On hell yeah.
Yeah, no, the plastic baggie on the door.
Yeah, that's nail.
Dude,
hanging
how
stuff.
big is that Akira poster?
It's big, dude. It's solid. It's great asset for the room.
Man, I need to hang
Oh,
on more art.
that's a scroll poster even.
Hell yeah, dude.
Is it fabric? That has to be
Yeah.
fabric.
Kind of. It's like a poly
let's-
something, like plastic fabric.
Yeah.
Does your desk, is this a
It's-
standing desk?
No,
Is that dude, is that a fiddly fig?
it is, and there's a projector right there on top of my speaker that I didn't show the big blank wall behind me. There's a big blank wall for the projector, so I can just lay in bed, and the projector is connected to my computer. So with a little Bluetooth keyboard, I can just fucking goof around.
So cool. Man, look at you. You managed to keep a fiddly fig alive. That's quite a feat. Oh, look, you and I have the same water bottle. We're water bottle buddies.
Yeah, I noticed that on this stream actually.
It's the best, dude. I've been drinking from a clean canteen for like over 10 years, and I can't go back to like a plastic water bottle. And you gotta, what is that a south, east, north, or west facing window?
It's north facing, I think.
Damn, that's a shame.
Yeah, I kind of wish this, like I had a west facing window, get the sun in the morning.
The morning sun is nice. I like a south facing window
No fuck,
too.
dude.
South facing window means you get sun throughout the day, basically. At least in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah, south is fun. I love the sun on my face in the morning. It's the best way to wake up.
What else do you like on your face in the morning?
Balls.
It left him speechless.
John Amore says his next video is about style and why it doesn't matter when you're starting out. That's a great video because nothing could be truer than that statement. I think
And it's a great video that's been done to death.
style is like one of those things where it's an ill-fated pursuit. Style, artistic style isn't the destination. It's kind of like I feel the same way about happiness. Happiness isn't something that you can pursue. Happiness is the byproduct of other things. To me, I have found happiness is a byproduct of attaining your goals, working towards whatever you wish to pursue, the betterment of your life, bettering yourself in your life, growing, healthy, fruitful relationships. Like happiness derives off of those things. It's a byproduct of living a well-rounded existence. It's not a destination. I feel like that's what I feel like it's a misnomer. That happiness is just something that will happen, like something that you could just seek out and be rewarded by. And in a similar vein, I think artists approaching a quote-unquote style, it's a mistake. Style is the byproduct of making good art over a longer period of time. Practicing, trying to utilize skill sets that you find from other artists. Once you grow and your various influences from other artists that you admire, your style comes from that. It's not like this thing that you can just figure out on your own. Mike pees in his dirty canteens. How dare you? I've never peed in a canteen. I would never do this. Hey David, are you allowed back in Japan or no? one of the last times David was in Japan, he ran into some problems with the law out there. Hey Costa, welcome back. Welcome back, Costa. Welcome back, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Don't mind me. Agreed on style. I think I can still go. I'm not sure. Did they say that once you got out of trouble, did they tell you anything? Were they like, you can't come back here for like another few years? Thank you, Mike. Thank me for what? Oh, for posting your link? No, you can post your link, dude. You know, Dave in the Three Neckos in the YouTube chat, I gotta be honest, man, you were the first person to open my eyes to the xenophobia in Japan. I feel like Japan is so, it's glorified here in the West for being this, like, you know, mecca of creativity and beauty and technology. And you're like, you see all these awesome TV shows, Japanese based, and you know, you watch anime and manga, and you're like, wow, man, what an amazing country. And then, but the stuff that you don't see is the, you know, the signs that are like, fucking, if you're gaijin, get the fuck away from this establishment, you know. You don't see like the fucking, like, the sheer hatred that some of them have for outsiders, and how it's just commonplace, and it's completely fucked, and how you could really get into some awful trouble in Japan if you're not careful. Up until your run-ins there, I truly had no idea. I have relatives in Japan. It's not actual racism per se, just straight up xenophobia. Yeah, no, it's wild. Because, I mean, I was watching a video from a teacher, a black gentleman who is a teacher in Japan, and he teaches English to some young kids there. And he said the reaction that they have to black people, because they're so rare over there, it's jaw-dropping. Essentially, what the children will end up doing is he said this has happened to him many occasions. A Japanese child will walk up to him, rub his arm, and then try to smell their hands, because they literally think he's made of chocolate. And he has to remind you. Yeah.
The first thing ever on my speaker is Michael.
Hey, chocolate. And he has to literally tell these children that he's not chocolate. Oh, good night, Bill. Thanks for hanging out, buddy.
What words are you gonna break my speaker's virginity with, Michael?
No, nothing. Love and beauty and kindness.
Wow, this is very sweet of you.
I have relatives in Japan. Wait, so John, what's it like for a Filipino person living in Japan? Three Neko says, not sure. Flew back the moment they said I can. Style is tough. I saw a mural from a bunch of photographers in my area, and I couldn't tell the difference. I think there is a slight. Dave says, I think there's a slight racism. Dave, does your little one, is she fluent in Japanese? They're a very timid race. John Moore says, they don't dislike you. They just rather not deal with you. They're a timid race. I smelled my hands the first time I shook Banan's hand the other day. Banan's ham. Listen, I smell Eric Bonham every time I meet him, because he smells of lavender. He smells of lilac and kisses and butterfly kisses. Midream, how come you don't smell like butterfly kisses?
Like butterfly kisses?
Yes.
How do those smell?
No, they wouldn't smell like anything, I don't think.
Michael, are you lying to me?
Unless you're in Japan.
Michael,
Yes.
what do butterfly kisses smell like?
They smell floral and citrusy.
All right, that was a good answer.
Did Bill just forget to sign off Discord? Did he just leave and he left this thing muted?
He's muted, but he's here, yeah.
That's a little... Maybe he's so sleepy. Maybe he was so sleepy he's like, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm just going to sleep. Teach him, Mike. Teach the lad. Boy, oh boy. I want to go. Well, listen, I want to go to Japan, but I don't speak a lick of Japanese, and I feel like it would be rude to just to go and not be able to speak the language even a little bit. Working on this. Oh, John, I love the dragon.
Orgy?
Hey, Nerdy's here. Hello, Nerditude. Hello, Nerditude's friends. Welcome back to the stream. I'm always the your most egregious illustrative host, Michael DiNicola. I hope you were enjoying yourselves in Nerditude's house. What video game were you doing today?
Me?
Yeah.
You were doing golf with your friends.
I heard you were playing the game called Tickle Me Matty, and it's
Hey,
where
Matt.
the listeners win a chance to tickle your tummy for pleasure.
No, it's actually that you got to break the pickle, then you get the tickle. Only then do you get the tickle.
This is thought out.
Hey,
It's a
Skyrock
deep
Rudy.
fried pickle too. It's not just a regular pickle.
Yeah, that's right. We only
Because
play
I'm
that game on the
American.
weekends.
So the break the pickle is it's the OnlyFans game we play. That's not on the stream.
Rudy, do you ever tickle Matt?
No, I don't. I'm not a big tickle fan.
Tickle.
I feel like that would be an odd thing to request too. Like, hey, can you tickle me tonight a little bit?
Yeah. Hey, baby, why don't you
Get the blood pumping.
So if you were to make this request, where do you think would be the best place to tickle?
Yeah.
My feet are incredibly ticklish, but it turns into anger real goddamn fast.
Okay.
Dude, tickling a person until they get angry is really funny, man.
Yeah, but I'm the type that can hurt you if I start swinging.
That's true.
You don't
Yeah.
want to tickle me too much to anger. Then it's fucking, I like this fucking house on fire. You tickle my feet again. I don't give a fuck.
You ever have another man tickle your feet?
You ever survive a fire? Because you're not gonna tonight.
Matt, it's good to see you after a while. I've been logged on for a minute. I think I'm gonna bounce and do some stuff. I love you guys.
Yeah, no, you've been in here
Dude.
for like a couple hours now, and I love it. But yeah, no, you've got better places to be, buddy.
No, I'm gonna be right here. I'll be listening and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, gotta hang out, gotta chill.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you.
Bye.
Rudy
What do you got
says,
going here? Some sort of building from the top side?
"Yeah, I'm just perspectiving off the top of the head."
Doing like maybe it turns into a Spider-Man hanging off of something type shit.
Maybe. I might go that direction with it. It's just John and Moore started talking about perspective, and it made me realize, you know what? Let's scrape off some of the rust. Let's scrape off some of the
hone the
rust off the
craft.
old perspective. You know, we haven't done a grid in a while. Let's see if we
Better than
still got the
scraping off
chaps.
stuff elsewhere.
You were hanging out with Nikki earlier?
Yeah, there was we had a lot of people in there. We had KG, Abby, Jen, Alex, Fabian, Nikki, and Vet was in there, but he wasn't in voice chat.
That's a party, man.
A little bit, yeah. I didn't know what I wanted to fucking stream today, and I just kind of like threw it out there. Like, if you guys want to play golf, let's do it. Just wanna
Love that.
chill.
Love that. Man. What'd you eat for today?
I haven't eaten dinner yet, but I had a cheesesteak for lunch.
What about breakfast?
I didn't eat breakfast. I don't really eat breakfast. I just drink water.
Yo, good for you, man.
I started doing this whole thing, like, I don't know where I read it, but it basically said, like, the first thing that your stomach should be in your stomach is water. So, like, I've just been doing that, and then I don't really get hungry until I don't like, I'm not doing intermediate fasting, but it kind of works out that way a little bit.
Oh, I want to get back into intermediate fasting. It was good. It wasn't, I don't know what the like health benefits were for it at all, if maybe it was all placebo, but what it did do, it did help, it did give me more discipline. So like knowing I had a specific eating window, it actually like inadvertently cut down a lot of the snacking because I couldn't snack.
Well, also because of like, I go to bed real late. So it's like I started doing it where it's, if my body's telling me I'm hungry, I'll eat something. And like we do dinner, I'll generally eat something around like 4, and then because usually I'll eat something and then I'll do my next stream or some shit like that, and then I'll do dinner after that. But like I've been doing, what are they? They're the Sargento, I think is the brand. They have these like cheese and nuts pack things that I've been doing when I feel hungry. I just eat one of those.
Oh, that's a good snack.
Yeah, dude, it's like, it's not heavy, it's light, and like it's at this point with my eating habits, it's enough to where I'm like, all right, I'm good for a while.
John Moore, nice art piece. I don't know what kind of monster you're drawing there, but I do like that you've started coloring it, and it does seem like you're in the rough pencil stage, but the back's fully colored. What a cool, interesting working style. Because I still approach it, John, I still approach it pretty old school. Like I'll do the roughs, and then, you know, man, you know the drill. You know the breakdowns, pencils, inks, color.
So,
Very
have you
straightforward.
been seeing the reviews for that Miss Marvel show?
No, tell me about it. How bad are they?
Everybody's kissing its ass.
Oh, fuck you. Here's
IGN's synopsis is Miss Marvel is already making a strong case for Kamala Khan as an exciting new addition to the Marvel comic universe.
Go
This
fuck
coming-of-age
yourself.
story includes some familiar elements of a teenage struggling to figure out the path ahead. Still, the teenager's Muslim faith and her parents' expectations offer a new perspective.
Blah, 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 blah.
What's even funnier is the like butthurt brigade, because a bunch of people who, you know, like us who don't have any interest, like laugh emoji it. And I
Yeah.
shit you not, the first 10 comments, I don't know why the people are laugh emojiing this. People who laugh emoji this have already made up their mind.
Oh god, dude, I love going on Facebook. I love going on Facebook and dropping laugh emoji on posts where people are being super serious. It's great. It really pisses people off.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, like, you 100%, you can have an opinion that you love it, but others can have an opinion whether they've watched it or not if it's shit. If they watch a trailer and then they read basically, I mean, here's the thing, right? If you're a Marvel fan and you're a dude, what does this show have to offer you?
Right.
Like, this isn't made for young men. This is made for young girls to get them into the Marvel comic universe.
Yes.
Anybody who says different is ignorant.
It's 100% for... It's for... I actually... Shit. Too bad Bale left. Because Bale... I actually sent Bale a YouTube video. And I try to listen to music... Not music. I don't know why I said music. Movie reviews. Movie reviews that are from people who hate the film out of hand. And people who probably love the film out of hand. Especially when it comes to superhero movies. I'll generally watch hardcore critics who always shit on Marvel stuff, just almost out of hand. It's like, it's to the point where you're like, why did you even watch it? You've hated everything Marvel. Anytime Marvel releases anything, you shit all over it. Hey, there he is. I sent Bale a video of a guy who is actually on the opposite spectrum, where Marvel can do no wrong. And this is a guy who gets interviews with Marvel producers to do that. So it's like kind of like a access media type thing as well. So like him kissing Marvel's balls is like financially, there's a financial imperative there. The more ball kissy, the more ka-ching, the more access he has, the more money in his bank account from Marvel specifically. So this guy had every reason in the fucking world to kiss the ass of this show. And he said, you know what? I don't think this show is for everyone. And if you read between the lines of what his critique is, it's basically saying that this is a kid's show. This is a show meant for like tweens,
So there's
tween-age girls.
There's three reviews on Rotten Tomato, and here's the synopsis of one of them, which they liked it, but I think it sums it up perfectly. It's hard. They say it's hard not to love Kamala Khan in these early episodes of this hyper cute, stylized coming-of-age comedy wrapped in the MCU packaging, which tells me this show not only has nothing I have interest in, but wasn't made for me. This show is made for young girls, young kids. Obviously, and here's the other thing that I find interesting. Moon Knight, his entire religion is stripped from him for the most part. They really don't mention it a ton.
A little bit. You see him with the yarmulke on at one point.
Yeah, but then at the forefront of this show, like, her religion's at the forefront.
Right. Muslim first.
So, yeah, you know, like, it's literally in the fucking, like, description of it. So it's one of those things where it is Disney, it's playing games, they're catering to a certain audience, but you know, but by doing this, you're validating the criticism for all adult Marvel fans who are like, Marvel shows are shit. This doesn't help because to them it's shit because it's not targeted towards them. Then why would they like it? Why would a 20-something, you know, dude watch Miss Marvel unless he was a Marvel sim?
Yeah, no. That was. By the way, I feel very similarly to the She-Hulk TV show. The She-Hulk TV show is definitely not for me.
Well, no. Once again, when you hear Marvel Comic Universe meets Ally McBeal, which I think I've even heard proponents of it say it's like that. I don't watch any of those. You know, like what was that show with what's her face, the New Girl? It's like the New Girl meets Marvel. I don't have any interest in it.
Yes, not my bag. Not meant for me. I don't have any interest in it.
I'm not going to say it's pure shit, but when I watch the trailer and I go, okay, this isn't for me, and then I see subpar CG, and everybody argues with me that Marvel CG is great, and I always argue it's spotty. It's great here, it's shit here. You know, considering the mass of stuff they did in like Endgame and Infinity War, yet when I'm watching it in 4K and it looks like Robert Downey Jr.'s head is floating, there's a fucking problem.
Yeah, no, their CG is fucking spotty. It's true. It's 100%
like, to be
true.
fair, and the crazy thing is, it's gotten worse. Like when you watch, considering the original Avengers, the original Captain America, those movies are the original Iron Man. Those movies are what, 10, 15 years old, some of them, and they look better than some of the new CG. It's almost like they change people who work on it, or the company that works, or however they do it. Because like I feel like when you had Avengers come out, you didn't have this level of like, that looks wonky. Like when Avengers came out, everybody's like, holy fuck, did you see Avengers? The CG was amazing. And then now it's like, did you see the She-Hulk? Yeah, no, CG's terrible.
Yeah, I
guess
wonder.
they fixed it. They released another trailer that I guess updated it.
Oh, did they? Oh, did they? They fucking.
Yeah, I guess. And what people were saying, and that's the other thing, right? You have people who are Disney simps and Marvel simps come out and defend it, where it's like, well, they just did this isn't finished, is what it is. They didn't have this on there, and they explain, you know, the lighting wasn't and this mapping wasn't done. And I guess my question is, why not?
Yeah.
You make billions a year. Why would you release a trailer with quote unquote unfinished CGI?
Yeah, just
and then
don't release it.
Like, you re-released it a month later. You mean to tell me this project that's been in the work for how long? Within a month you were able to correct it? No, you fucked up just like the makers of Sonic fucked up.
Yes.
You thought you can pass that shit and nobody would say anything. And people were like, not only is this not for me, but She-Hulk herself looks like garbage.
She looks like garbage, hot garbage.
Well, I mean, they also do that too. Like, if you look like at the Incredible Hulk from Avengers 1 to Avengers 2, he looks entirely different. He's smaller by a large margin. Like, he just is. And you know, Disney likes to fuck around with shit like that. But at least with Avengers 1 to 2, and I can argue that Avengers 1 was how many years ago?
Oh my God, she's 8, 9.
Something. I mean, it's not, at this point, it's an old movie in the realm of how shit comes out.
Oh yeah.
Like, they should just get rid of the phases and, like, these are Marvel classics. And also, Disney Plus needs to stop pussyfooting around. They need to put all of the Marvel shit out there, all of the X-Men, even if it's not in this fucking universe. Blade, X-Men, all of it. You have to make the waves for rated R content. At some point, people are gonna be tired of having fucking doled back shows. I mean, look at Stranger Things. If you're a fan of that and you're watching the new season, they keep going harder.
You know that, dude. This season of Stranger Things really fucking kicks your ass.
It's so much more of a horror TV show than it's ever been.
Oh, dude, the most horrifying. It's like, wow. It's like, where the fuck was this the last couple seasons?
And like, yeah, they may have. Like, I like season 3. I thought it was going in the direction of a nice dark, because it was. Season 3 was dark, but season 4 is a different level. It's horror movie dark. Like, they've kind of, like, they're still the kids, but the kids are older because in real life they're all like 3 years old. So like that changed, their bodies changed. So, and I said this before it released, that the show would have to go darker to accommodate the age of the kids.
Right.
Like before,
Well,
it
now
was
it's like they've got teenagers there, like actual teenagers.
well, no, I mean, yeah, they're 18 years old and above. I think all of them at
Right.
this point. So it's like, if you don't go, and I'm glad they're going the direction they're going, because the soundtrack in the new season is just thunderous.
It's awesome.
Every time they show the Venka, in his lightning and shit that he's
Vecna.
producing, it's Vecna. It's just like,
Dude,
which is supposed to be all physical effects.
Dude, the twist, I call that shit, dude.
I haven't finished the first half.
There's a twist, and I'm like, I know I'm not gonna speculate any more than that. But there's always a twist. I'm telling you, you're gonna figure it out before
Let me tell
the
you
end of
how
the season.
engrossed in this fucking show I am again. We were watching it earlier, and Jen was fucking with the dog.
Uh-oh.
And I was so in concentration, he barked, and it was in like a dramatic scene, that it fucking completely broke concentration and spooked me, and I got mad. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like I was that concentrating, and it just shattered it and it spooked me, and I was like, "Oh, I'm angry now. Like, don't do that."
Get out of here.
Because I love the show. Season 2 is weak as fuck, in my opinion. I hate the whole 11 looks like she's from the fucking Matrix thing.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, where she comes with the long hair and she's in leather for some fucking reason.
I completely forgot about that.
And it's just, I dig what they're doing with season 4. We just finished episode 3, so Paul Reiser's in the picture again, which I always love seeing Paul Reiser in this show.
Paul Reiser's, he fits perfectly.
Well, it's also like when Sean Ashton was in the last season as Bob.
R.I.P.
Every
also
time
fit
he was on
perfectly.
screen, it was like, oh, it's the best part of this episode.
Yeah, we're watching the Goonies.
Basically, yeah. And I'm actually glad they've kind of gotten away from the Goonies, but they've basically turned the entire show into a D&D game, which is also kind of neat.
Well, dude, I'll be honest, man. It's Goonies. There's very Goonies-like elements in it, but it's dark.
Yeah,
It's
it literally goes from the one scene of Goonies, and then you're like in some weird rated R, like specifically when people start to die. It reminds me very much of Asian horror movies.
Dude, when people start to die, I'm going right back to 80s horror. Like, I'm right back Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm right back to like Friday the 13th.
Well, with the body contortions and shit, it also gives very big Asian horror movie vibes, which I love because I'm a huge fan of those.
Yeah, so it's like modern 80s. It's like kind of like this perfect like blend of like retro meets, like it's a great hybrid of many different genres.
The only thing I hate is Eleven's Stepford Wives haircut that they got her on. I fucking can't stand it. I cannot stand it. Every time she's on, for one thing, I go with 11, it's either I'm loving the character or it's like, can we get the fuck off of her for a minute and go to a different storyline?
Yeah.
So far this show, they've built a lot of intrigue with her. Like, she's kind of flat. It's more like a teenage story about her, and then Paul Reiser comes in, and it's like, oh shit.
Enough of this teen shit.
Yeah, basically he comes in and it's like, yo, you're gonna have to save the world, B.
It's like, hey, it's like no more of this. You know, we're not a 1980s CW show.
No, and I'm really happy they've shed that. Like the minor spoilers, when they kill the one kid on the road in the forest,
Yeah,
he's levitating, and and then the body just drops into a saggy bag of bones.
dude.
That kill, I was like, all right. Just like if you haven't seen Candyman yet, Candyman has a crazy awesome kill shot where it starts off and it's literally was filmed, had to have been by a drone outside of the building. And it literally starts basically in the apartment with the woman, and then it backs up, and you know she starts getting smaller. It's going further away, and then you see her getting just fucking slaughtered as the drone's backing away. It's a really cool shot.
So cool.
But like I'm, and that's like we just reviewed that movie X, and I didn't really dig it. I
What the
thought it
fuck
was
is
boring as
that?
fuck.
What is X?
It's
Malcolm X?
literally. Do you know? No. Do you know who Ty West is? He's a horror movie director.
No.
He's big in the indie scene, and he's made some good shit. But his style is a slow and deliberate style, so it's all about building tension. And this movie was about a group of people that were renting out a home area in the 70s to make the next Debbie Does Dallas.
Oh, that's funny.
Literally, and they start getting murdered. But it's a really stupid, goofy fucking story. It's boring. Like literally, sorry for spoiling it, but the storyline is these two old people own this farm, and the woman's old and horny, and her husband can't fuck because of his heart. So they've been kidnapping passerbys, and she's been raping them.
Ugh.
That's the fucking story of the movie. And then these people happen to be coming to film a porno, engages her sex drive, and they start to die one by one. It's so fucking dumb. I did not like it.
You know, that sounds stupid as shit.
Yeah, I like Ty West, but I just, like, it was one of those ones where I was like, this is bad. Like, this isn't a good storyline. And I always feel bad when I do that, because by the end of the episode, I know I'm, like, turning, like, my fellow co-hosts' opinions. Like, there's been times when they like, no, I like this movie a lot, and then by the end of the episode, they're like, God damn it, Matt, I fucking hate it now.
Well, then listen, they couldn't have liked it that much.
I don't know, man. Like, especially in the horror movie realm, there is such a flooded market right now. And right now it's a little bit of a slow spot, but it's by far has had the most movies in any genre over the pandemic. So like there's a lot of shit you could be watching, and it's like I'm not gonna waste an hour and a half of my time on garbage.
Tell him, Matt. Get your garbage out of here.
Try to spit in your face.
Get your
I wouldn't do that. That
trash
seems
out of me.
There was a movie called The Shed that we reviewed that I was not nice on. I think it was my first 0-star review.
Ooh.
Oh, from head to toe, I hated that movie. Oh, all right, I'm gonna jump off a little bit. I don't know how long you're going. I know you've been going almost 3 hours already.
Damn, dude.
I gotta go eat and get discombobulated.
Well, eat your food, buddy. Gobble up.
You, sir, have a wonderful rest of your stream if I don't see you. What do you know what days you're going live this week?
I'm back to the usual schedule, so Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. It's probably gonna be back to my usual jams.
I'm doing Arma in the afternoon. I'll jump in Thursday before we do the nightly Call of Duty. Say hi.
Excellent. Looking
All
forward
right, you have
to
a
seeing you.
wonderful evening, good sir.
You as well. Enjoy your treats.
Food right now, literally, it's sad. Treats to me is Diet Dr. Pepper or Dr. Pepper Zero.
Ooh,
So
yummy.
pitiful I am in my dieting nowadays. Unless I buy sugar and just go nuts and say fuck it.
Oh no, not the sugar.
Yeah, when you get into those depressive cycles, it gets a lot harder not to eat sugar. You know, you get hit with the funk, and you're sitting there and you're like, we don't have really much sugar besides some ice cream sandwiches in the fridge. But like if I had a big bag of Snickers and I hit one of those cycles, I'll eat the whole fucking thing. That's why I don't buy them.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they're mini Snickers, I won't eat like an 8-pack of Snickers bars. There would be some control, because eventually I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna fuck up your dieting and everything? I do turn around, but yeah, no, it gets harder not to buy sugar when you're in a mood.
Dude, uh, I gotta watch my ass, man. I told you I was drinking Gatorade the other day, just chugging it for no reason.
Gatorade is one of the worst because it's fucking
It's all sugar.
glucosamine.
Dude, it's all
That
sugar.
shit goes straight to the bloodstream on top of it.
God, awful.
I'm telling you, if you can get over like the difference in flavor, and I will say, if you're a soda drinker, the zero versions of flavors are actually pretty decent. Like, you don't get a lot of the diet soda taste because they're all using stevia now.
Right.
But like, you know, I'm constantly looking for low sugar or zero sugar juices just for variety, because like, I drink a lot of goddamn water, and that shit gets tiresome sometimes. That's why I allow myself to drink Dr. Pepper Zero, because it's like, if I've already drinking 70 something ounces of water in the day, I want something different.
You know what I like? Coke Zero. If I'm
The
making
Coke Zero is way better than it used to be.
Coke Zero is
It
delicious.
actually tastes like Coke now. Like, I remember when we first, because before they started stocking the Dr. Pepper Zero at Sam's Club, all they had was the Coke Zero. And I also saw that they now have Sprite Zero, which kind of intrigues me. I've tried Mountain Dew Zero, and the problem with these sodas is like, I will find myself looking at the can, because it'll be like, this is really fucking sweet. Did I buy the wrong one?
Right.
Like, it's that on point nowadays, to where I get like mini panic attacks. Like, no, it's not sugar. It's just like fucking 40 grams of sugar in a can of soda.
That's so much sugar.
Like, I think a 16 ounce of Coke is in the 70s. The 32 ounce of Coke from McDonald's with ice is like I think KG said 78 grams of sugar.
That's so
Fucking
much
insane.
sugar.
And that's where, like, I had this discussion with Victor. If you haven't checked it out on the YouTube, I'm doing Band of Brothers watch and react each episode. But I'm doing it with the co-host of my other podcast, and his sister-in-law just had bariatric surgery, and he was like, but she wasn't really that big of a woman. Like, she just has no self-control. And he was kind of like, why don't you just fucking diet? And it's like the concept of, because of our piss poor eating habits, a lot of people didn't and can't develop self-control. So like, if the options are saying, fuck it, I can't control it, whatever, and deteriorating and getting diabetes and all that shit, or getting a surgery and being forced to portion, being forced to control, you know, it's the healthier option of the two.
Yeah, I mean, listen, fuck it. Might as well. You know?
Like, I'm the type, I do the dieting thing. My wife, she did bariatric surgery. She's killing it. You know, it's everybody's different too. You know?
Everybody's
and
different.
People don't talk about how big of a role genetics plays.
That's true too. Oh yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Diet is super important in exercise, but like, genetic plays a big fucking role in what happens to your body eventually.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that goes across the board. I mean, there are people who are excellent with diet, exercise, and they still get heart disease. It's just.
Well, yeah, you had that fitness instructor that had a heart attack while working out.
Yeah, no. If you're genetically predisposed, there was God, I don't know if it was an actor or a podcaster or a YouTuber who was talking about how they eat clean, they eat natural, you know, for the most part. No boxed stuff, no fast food, regular exercise, super healthy.
And if you saw them, you'd say, holy fuck, that guy's got to be way healthier than I am, and he has a fucking heart attack.
Yeah, and this dude was talking about how he's on cholesterol meds. And the co-host is like, what the fuck? You're on cholesterol meds? You? He's like, yeah. He's like, for the longest time, I thought I could diet and exercise my way out of it because I was always eating well. He's like, but the doctor's like, no, your family has a history of heart disease, and your cholesterol and your blood pressure is just high. It's just that's just your body.
And then like the problem is it's like so double-sided. Like, you can make the argument of genetics, but then for every argument you make on that, you watch YouTube and you have these people, like, I don't remember his name, but he's the one mukbang YouTube star that started out a couple years ago and he was skinny.
Oh, that guy.
And now he's super fucking fat.
He's
and
fat
he,
as
like,
well.
And he fucking celebrates it, and it's like, we literally have monetized people killing themselves, and nobody's willing to say it. Because that's what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
By gaining hundreds of pounds within a few years, you're killing yourself.
Oh god, yeah, that's scary, man. I've seen that dude.
You know, And yeah, if you watch his videos, it went from him being like, okay, I'm gonna taste this and we're gonna try to eat this, and now it's like, give me more. Like he's turning a fucking Jabba the Hutt, and he's got to continue it, otherwise his income's gone. Because nobody, at this point, nobody gives a shit about seeing a skinny version of him. I mean, if he's smart, he can do a vlog series about losing the weight. People, I'd assume, would watch that. But maybe if he's not stuffing fucking chicken wings in his face, nobody cares.
Well, no, people love a good comeback, but
that's what my thought was. Like, dude, put in the work, film it, release it, vlog it. Instead of just sitting your fat ass behind a fucking mound of food.
But he would lose a lot of his audience. Like some would stick around, but I think the vast majority would probably bail.
I mean, they'll stick around as long as he's actually still breathing.
Right.
Because and that's the other rule. Like if you were in the 80s, right, and you were in your 20s, your heyday in the 80s, and you did cocaine, you probably don't want to gain weight as you get older. That's why these dudes like Gandolfini was in bad health anyways. But you have these like 80s stars who are huge in the 80s die when they're 55, and you look at them and all they did was gain, like normal I'm 55 years old weight, and it's like, yeah, you did too many drugs in your heyday. Your fucking heart's weak.
Yeah.
That's why you had a coronary.
Yeah, you destroyed yourself. Dude, I bet Gandolfini was doing all kinds of blow and shit in the fucking...
Dude, he seems like the type of dude that would have done coke in the bathroom and then right after that ate a fucking 64-ounce steak.
Yes. He's one of those old school fuckers.
While smoking a fucking cigar, like just everything you shouldn't be doing. By the way, deep fry the steak, that sort of shit. It's like, what? Deep fry it in butter like it's Wagyu. Yeah, it's that like we'll look at Philip Seymour Hoffman. His case was heroin, but his case was sad because he fucking got out of it and then went back at the same dosage, and his body was like, whoa. Oh,
dude, that's how many addicts die.
Also with fentanyl and shit too. It's you never know what you're.
Many addicts, they get sober. They fall off the wagon, and when they jump back in, they try to pick up where they left off, and your body doesn't have the same kind of resilience.
Which is why I say weed is the best. If you have to do a drug, just smoke weed. You could take 6 months off, and the only negative, if you can call it that, when you come back, is you'll be higher than you would have before. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna do a drug, just smoke pot. Do the shit that doesn't have the high risk of fucking killing you.
Yeah, dude. Listen, you can't. When it comes to addiction, there's no talking sense to an addict.
Oh no, any addiction, whether it be fucking alcoholism, drug addiction, other forms of addiction. I mean, once again, the dude on that YouTube channel, I think it's safe to say, is addicted to food at this point. And I've seen videos of him where somebody goes to pull something away and he yells at them while he's feasting. Oh, with that said, get your buttholes checked over 40, everybody.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Get that prostate checked over 40. I'm not there yet, so the only one's fingering me is my wife. She said ill. That's why I couldn't keep going on it. It's just not true.
Do you think she'd you think she'd finger your butthole for health reasons?
I think she would do it for health reasons, but she wouldn't be like, let me milk your prostate. It'd be like, hey man, but once again, like, you do kind of have to be in dire straits rather than going to the doctor when something's going on with your asshole. Like, hey wife, instead of going to a doctor, I'm gonna go bend over in the shower. Yeah, I don't see that happening. With that said, I'm gonna head out. You, once again, have a wonderful rest of your stream.
I will. Thanks for the host again, buddy. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming by.
Anytime I see you on, I go your direction.
No, man. Appreciate it. All right. Have a good night.
All you cool kids, have a wonderful one. John Amore, have a good one. I saw you in there several times. Bye.
Bye. What's up, Gozu? was trying to look at. I was trying to look for. Damn, fuck, where was it? Oh well. Thinking of either doing a league match or hopping straight to art. People still play League? You know, sometimes I wonder if I'll ever play Overwatch again. That game is a weird draw. Well, dude, you know, people in the Discord have played that game a shitload over the years. For example, our friend Corey in the Discord has been playing League. He's got 900 something or other. 900 League bits? I don't know what the fuck it's called, but he's got a lot. Cozy, where you at these days, man? I've been wanting a new game to take breaks with. The last game I played was Elden Ring. Courtesy of my friend John Amore, that sweetheart. I wanted to play it, but I got spoiled everywhere. Yeah, I believe that. You know people, man. Hey, John the Painter, welcome back, buddy. How are you? I'll probably still play it, but the draw of mystery has lost to me. The ending became a meme. What ending did you see? I've been procreating. Oh yeah? How do you like it? I'll whisper it? Nah, dude. Listen, if you haven't played and beaten Elden Ring now, you're not gonna. So, here's the ending of Elden Ring. You become the Elden Lord, the end. Depends. And you've got 6 different endings to choose from as you become the Elden Lord. I got these new pen nibs that give me some grip on the screen that help. You know what? I saw those on Amazon and I thought about picking them up. People say in the end you get no maidens. That's not true though. In one ending specifically you get there's only one ending that you get maidens. You get a maiden. And it's the best ending in the game in my opinion. I like the inking. What have you been, John, what have you been drawing in Procreate? That game just looks like an experience regardless, and the invasions seem really fun. The invasions are a lot of fun, but it is better if you've got another player with you. Yeah, I would say having another player with you. Well, first off, invasions won't trigger unless you have somebody else in your lobby helping you out. So that's the first thing. Although, you know what, that's only partially true. That's only partially true in that there's another way to trigger invaders. There's another way to trigger invaders, but you have to like use you have to use a special like summoning tool to do it. So if you want the smoke solo, you can ask for it. Yes. It's part of the game mechanic. If people are in your lobby helping you with the game, that opens you up to raids. I've been enjoying all the brushes I've downloaded lately for Procreate. I want to actually make some brushes myself. I'm definitely gonna. All right. I've been on 3 hours. I've had my fill. I've had my fun. I'm taking off, baby. I'll catch you guys Thursday. Be good to each other. Good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for sticking around, John and Moore, Matt, Bale, Nikki, the rest of the gang. Thank you to my patrons. You guys are incredible. And yeah, I'll see you next time.